Falls radio sports coverage of high school football. Thief River Falls versus Pelican Rapids on 94.1 The Falls on the Made in Minnesota app and online at trfradio.com. With the voice of the Prowlers, Lee Janorak.
Station 59, located on Highway 59 South at Thief River Falls, across from McDonald's, is your locally owned convenience store and gas station. They take pride in offering a clean store with a friendly and helpful staff. Don't forget to check out their car wash, both self-wash and their touchless car wash that will leave your vehicle sparkling clean. Station 59 is a proud supporter of local athletics. Station 59, Highway 59 South, Thief River Falls. Struggling with joint pain or mobility issues? Riverview Health in Crookston offers expert orthopedic services to help you get back on your feet. Riverview Health's skilled team provides advanced treatments for everything from sports injuries to chronic conditions. With personalized care and state-of-the-art technology, Riverview Health's team is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Riverview Health today to start your journey to recovery. 218-281-9595.
Because life moves fast, you don't have time to be sick. Stop by Hugo's Family Pharmacy in Thief River Falls, your local Health Mart pharmacy, and get your flu and COVID shots now. With a full-service pharmacy, Hugo's Family Pharmacy has everything you need to stay healthy. And did you know that Hugo's Family Pharmacy accepts most insurances? Stop by Hugo's Family Pharmacy in Thief River Falls and experience a pharmacy that cares. Health Mart, taking time to listen and care.
Hi, this is Derek Lee of Lee Plumbing and Heating. In 1905, my great-grandfather Ed Lee began serving the community's plumbing and heating needs. The tradition was passed on to my grandfather Carl and father Larry. Over those years, technology has changed. However, our dedication to fix that leaky pipe, keep you warm in the winter, and build our homes, schools, and hospitals has not changed. Lee Plumbing and Heating is proud to serve Thief River Falls and the region. Thank you for your business, and we look forward to serving you for many years to come.
And a very good evening. Welcome to our pregame show with me, head coach of the Thief River Falls Prowlers, Kurt Reynolds. And Kurt, back here at Swenson Field tonight, third game of the season already. Cancer Awareness Night, a very special night here at the ball field.
Yeah, we got Todd Woods here for Crush Cancer, and he's selling T-shirts. And I believe there's also a meal for a free will donation. And again, all that money stays locally, and it's given to people right here in Thief River Falls who are dealing with cancer.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about your team last week, quickly wrapping up a game that got away from you, and you played a very good Pillager team.
Yeah, we did. They were big, and they were physical, and their quarterback really killed us with the veer. And you know, in watching film this week, you know, we'd see some of our contained guys totally biting and crashing down on the fullback, and the quarterback would be 20 yards downfield before anybody realized what was going on. So we really stressed this week, do your job. You know, on back of our team T-shirts, it says 20 square feet, and that's simply control what you control. Do your job is another way of putting it. And so that's been a focus of us this week. do your job. If you're contained, keep it. If you're D-tackling, you need to crash the A-gap, do that. Don't worry about anything else but doing your own job. And offensively, we really worked on our snaps to get them down. We worked on Bridger and Spencer with the mesh at the fullback position. Because running the triple option, we've realized that, our fakes to our fullbacks haven't been very effective. So the D end that we want to crash down and read is just playing both pitch and dives. And it's tough to run the option against that. So we really worked hard because we had a great example last week with Pillager's quarterback, and we really went to town on improving that. So I'm hoping that'll help us get our running game going both inside and outside. Like I said earlier, I moved Spencer Anderson to fullback. He's kind of a Swiss Army knife for us, and he'll hammer it up in there. And then we have Wyatt Nelson out, so I got Connor Bruce starting tonight at our four-back or a wing-back. And then I still got Ian Winter at the two-back. And, of course, we got Hudson Hall's a little bit dinged up. He'll split some reps with Hudson Browse and Jackson Vanderstreek. And over on the other side, I've got our all-world Tucker Grindelin, who can do just about everything. So we're hoping to get him loose on some posts and slants tonight and hopefully pop some big plays that way.
Your opponent tonight, Pelican Rapids, the Vikings come to town. They played a couple of games, and they're also 0-2, but they played a tough Barnesville team last week, and boy, it was a shootout, but they came up on the short side, 42-36. What things did you see from Pelican Rapids in that game?
Well, they have a very talented quarterback, and they're like us. They like to spread you out and throw the ball around, attack the outside. I didn't so much watch their Barnesville game just because that's not the defense we're going to see. We don't run the power T anymore, so I watched a lot of their Holly film. And defensively, they're a 4-4. They like to bring the safeties up and blitz a lot, double A gap blitzes. So we just told our guys it's an insult when teams want to run cover zero because they don't think we can get the ball downfield. So we have to take that personally. And we've got some stuff in our arsenal to take advantage of that.
As the season goes on, we've had illnesses, we've got injuries, and that's the case coming into the game tonight. You got some guys that are banged up and not able to play.
Yeah, we're down Wyatt Nelson, and that'll hurt us at linebacker and running back. We've got Gunnar Mapes, who subs in on defense and offense for us. We've got Marshall Meyer out. He went home sick today, and he's a key special teamer for us. So we've got some guys out, but then we've also got a few guys coming back. We're going to get Landon Larson back, at least on defense, after that ankle sprain he had in the scrimmage. And he was a real strong presence for us at fullback. So once he gets back, that allows us to pick and choose where we want to focus Spencer's efforts.
And we also look at the field tonight. We woke up early this morning to big thunderstorms. We got over an inch of rain, but looks like the field soaked that up pretty good, and it looks like the field's pretty dry.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. They do a great job out here, and it's a little warm for our taste. I wish it'd cool off about 15 degrees and kill all the mosquitoes that'll bother us on the sideline. But it's a beautiful night for football and for two teams that want to get to the outside and throw the ball around a little bit. I think it's ideal.
All right, the bottom line, what do the Prowlers do tonight to get that first W?
We had a walkthrough after school today, and Coach Cruz and I stressed that defensively we have to come out and what we've done before, force turnovers. I think we're +4 with the turnovers, which is insane to lose the way we have the first two games. So we need to keep getting turnovers. We need to get a stop on the first drive. We need to come out with energy. We kind of came out flat and really just never came around. We need to play with the energy we did at DGF. Offensively, we need to get that mesh going so we can hammer the ball inside and get those safeties up and then hit a couple deep and get outside. And we've got some wrinkles we've added. And ultimately, what I'm going to talk to the guys here in about 20 minutes, it's simply do your job, make the play when it comes your way. Do your job and make the play. And if we do that offensively, if we can bust some big runs, catch the ball, I like our chances tonight, Lee.
Kurt, it's always a pleasure. Good luck tonight. Let's get a Prowler win, and we'll go home. We'll celebrate there as well.
That'd be wonderful. Thank you, Lee.
All right, there you go, Kurt Reynolds on our coaches' comment. For the last 119 years, technology has changed. But the dedication of Lee Plumbing and Heating has not. For all your plumbing and heating needs, contact Lee Plumbing and Heating of Thief River Falls. Prowler Pregame high school football here on a Friday night in Thief River Falls and Swenson Field. Two teams looking for their first victory of the season. Thief River Falls Prowlers and Pelican Rapids Vikings. And we will enter in our color commentary tonight from Sean Soderberg, and we'll also take a look at our starting lineups next on Thief River Falls Radio Sports. Right on that.
If you or a loved one suffer, our team has over 25 years of experience to help you get back to doing the activities that you love to do. Call us today at 218-681-0449. We're focused on one outcome, your well-being.
Attention Twins fans. Shelburne's Cable will air all of the Twins games this season. If you have a digital box, it'll be on channel 45 and 645 and will load automatically. On your digital TV, it'll be channel 83. Please rescan your TV to load the new channel. Only the game will be on that channel. When the game's not on, the channel will be dark. And Shelburne's will be adding the Major League Baseball channel in the very near future. Visit trf.mncable.net for more information.
As a farmer, I have thousands of more mouths to feed than the average person. What fuels me to get the job done? The smell of the soil and the hum of the combine. What fuels my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel for the most challenging conditions. Better than any formula yet, delivering maximum uptime every time. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, powered to perform.
Farmers Union Oil, Cenex, Thief River Falls, and Goodrich.
Here in our Prowler pregame, it's time to announce and welcome in my color commentator for tonight, Sean Soderberg. Sean, welcome. It is. You had a game with me last year, and you said you had so much fun you had to do it again tonight.
I did. You know, it was a tough game last year. I think we played Morris. It was
Yep.
a good football team, but happy to be back. See if the Prowlers can't get in the win column tonight.
All right, it's time now to take a look at our starting lineups. Your starting lineups are brought to you by Falls Towing of Thief River Falls. They have 3 full-service bays, along with towing. They have jump starts, lockouts, and winch out service, all to keep you on the road. Let's take a look at our 2 offenses. First of all, for the Vikings of Pelican Rapids, on the interior line, starting at center, will be sophomore Levi Halolka. The 2 guards, one will be junior Maddox Vondra, and the other will be junior Roscoe Stubbs. The tackles tonight, one will be senior Harley Jacobson, and the other will be junior Edwin Escobar. The tight end for Pelican Rapids will be junior Tate Marriage. And the wide receivers are junior Ethan Eisenman and also Miguel Torres. Eisenman is a junior and Torres is a senior. In the backfield, it'll be a junior Bricker Hogbrud and also a senior in McLean Hovland. The quarterback for the Pelican Rapids Vikings is junior Grady Larson. And Sean, as we get here to see Pelican Rapids, Grady, 6'2", 215 pounds. He's a lot of the Vikings offense.
Yeah, big kid here. Watching him warm up, seems like he throws the ball really well. It's going to be tough to bring down in the open field. Great opportunity for the Prowler defense.
All right, the Pelican Rapids Vikings have lost 2 so far. Their head coach is Eli Beachy. His assistant coaches are Ryan Beachy, Jensen Beachy, Chris Hacker, Jan Eric Lindberg, and Mitch Verndorn. Again, Pelican Rapids coming into the game with a couple of losses there, 0-2. That's a look at the starting lineup for the Vikings. We'll take a look at the starting lineup for your Thief River Falls Prowlers right after this from your good friends at Falls Towing of Thief River Falls. Evening. We start off with the interior line. The center will be junior Chandler Preem. The two guards will be seniors, both Braden Thompson and Tegan Severson. The tackles tonight are senior Joey Brueggemann and junior Brody Arlt. The two wingbacks for the Prowlers will be Tucker Grenlin, a senior, and Hudson Hall, a junior. Also playing wingback for the Prowlers will be junior Ian Winter and junior Connor Bruce. The fullback in the backfield for the Prowlers this evening will be junior Spencer Anderson. Spencer, of course, plays hockey as well. This last week, he signed his letter of intent to go to college at Miami of Ohio. That is a Division I school, so congratulations going out to Spencer. And of course, we know he can do it on the hockey rink. He did it last week with a big touchdown, and hopefully he'll be able to do it again for the Prowlers this evening. Prowler quarterback, senior Bridger Wilcox. Wilcox has started the first two games for the Prowlers. And Sean, as we continue here, we look at the Prowler offense. There was a lot of, you want to talk about skilled players as the Prowlers had to get into the starting lineup at the varsity level. So they're still learning while they're on the fly. And Bridger or Spencer didn't play football last year.
Yeah, I think just the lack of repetition for some of the focus players on offense has certainly been dynamic. I think the Prowler's going to have some growing pains, but I think more touches they get, the more time the offensive line continues to they're going to have a chance to do a good job.
Prowlers come into the game with a record of 0-2. Head coach Kurt Reynolds. The offensive coordinator is Nathan Ruby. Defensive coordinator Dominic Cruz. And the assistants are Cale Geiser, Tyler Hennings, Braden Johnson, and Ben Thorsten. That's a look at your starting lineup. Starting lineups are brought to you by your good friends at Falls Towing. Keep their number on speed dial. Give them a call when you need them. 218-684-5100 is the number to call. Getting ever closer to our kickoff of the football game tonight. The Thief River Falls Prowlers entertaining the Pelican Rapids Vikings. We've got sunshine from the west. Game time temperatures will be in the mid to lower 70s. Beautiful night for football here in Northwest Minnesota. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more in our Prowler pregame as your keys to the game. That comes up next on Thief River Falls Radio Sports.
Hi, this is Becky from Northern State Bank. As a locally owned community bank, Northern State Bank is committed to providing quality financial services and support to this great community. Farm, business, personal, and real estate loans are what we do, and our knowledgeable bankers will make sure that your experience is positive and productive. Call or stop by today at Northern State Bank in Thief River Falls, downtown, or at Hugo's Market, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Al for the Black Cat Sports Bar and Grill. If you're a fan of good food, then come see what we have to offer. Our burgers are hand patted daily using fresh, never frozen, top quality ground beef. With 17 different burger options on the menu, and we're sure to find one to please. Don't forget about our fresh, crisp salads or our signature sandwiches either. It's a lineup that can't be beat. That's the Black Cat Sports Bar and Grill, Highway 32 South, Thief River Falls, next to the Grand State Hotel. And remember, we don't do it to be different, we do it to be better.
Hi, Ryan at Budget. Maytag and Budget will help you stand up to messes with a Maytag brand kitchen suite that's engineered to resist fingerprints so stainless keeps looking stainless. The easy to clean, fingerprint resistant stainless steel finish keeps your kitchen looking as good on the outside as it works on the inside. Delivery, installation, setup, and disposal of your old product and financing all available at Budget. Thief River Falls' oldest appliance dealer, downtown since 1980.
See store for full details and qualified models.
Do yourself a favor and go see Dr. Weiss at True North Chiropractic. If you're having any back issues with your shoulder, your sciatic, or your hips, he is a miracle worker. I first saw him 3 years ago. I couldn't stand up straight. I couldn't lift my hands above my head. After just a few visits with him, he has completely straightened me out. I am living better than I have in the last 15 years.
Call us today at 218-689-5001 and take the first steps towards a pain-free lifestyle.
Whatever your repair needs on the farm, on the job site, or in the shop, Northwest Power Systems in Thief River Falls can help. Starters, alternators, and other electrical needs. Hydraulic hoses, connectors, couplers, and fluids. They have it. Parts or repairs, cash or carry, or in-shop maintenance and service. Northwest Power Systems, minimizing your downtime. Northwest Power Systems, located across from the fire hall in Thief River Falls. Call 681-5282.
More than you see store, party soon. Yeah, good fun footwear. The service because great fit and comfort, all with a must. And for every occasion and all that you do, we wrap you in style with clothes, accessories, and shoes. More than your average shoe store, party shoes.
517 Diner in Thief River Falls, the newest, most trendy diner in town. Come for the classic breakfast or lunch items. Find something on their drink menu, too. Run through the drive-thru or sit back in the cozy lobby. At 517 Diner, you can choose from creamy milk tea, energizing coffee, hydrating hydrolyte, or fruity smoothie. Try flavors like Thai, coconut, mango, pineapple, honeydew, or papaya, or crystal bubble lineup. Peach rain, lychee, taro, rainbow, brown sugar, and cherry blossom. Stop in today. 517 Diner, located in the old Dairy Queen location, Highway 32, Thief River Falls.
As we continue with our Prowler pregame, it's time now for our keys to the game. Unlock the key to your finances with a visit to your locally owned independent bank, whether it be Northern State Bank of Thief River Falls, the Security State Bank of Oakley, or the Marshall County State Bank of Newfoundland. We'll take a look at our keys to our football game here at Swenson Field right after this from Northern State Bank.
Hi, this is Travis from Northern State Bank. As a locally owned community bank, Northern State Bank is committed to providing quality financial services and support to this great community. Farm, business, personal, and real estate loans are what we do, and our knowledgeable bankers will make sure that your experience is positive and productive. Call or stop by today at Northern State Bank in Thief River Falls, downtown, or at Hugo's Market, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, well, as we get into the game tonight, we hope somebody will get their first win. We hope it'll be the Thief River Falls Prowlers. Sean, what do the Prowlers have to do to defeat the Vikings here tonight at Swenson Field?
A little bit of success starts to build, and I think they can build on that for the rest of the game, but you got to start early.
All right, defensively, what do the Prowlers have to come out with? And they got to be hungry tonight. Earlier, you saw the Pelican Rapids Vikings play their game against Barnesville, I believe. They scored 36 points. You got to see their offense and their defense. Tell us a little bit about what they do. All right, Sean Soderberg giving us our keys to our football game. Keys to the game are brought to you by your locally owned independent banks, whether it be Northern State Bank of Thief River Falls, the Security State Bank of Oakley, or the Marshall County State Bank of Newfoundland. Two teams out on the field. We're just minutes away from our opening kickoff. It is Cancer Awareness Night here at Swenson Field. The 0-2 Thief River Falls Prowlers entertaining the 0-2 Pelican Rapids Vikings. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more in our Prowler pregame right after this on Thief River Falls Radio Sports.
You voted and we're honored. Garden Valley Technologies was named Best of the Northwest in 4 categories: Best Place to Work Large Business, Best Internet Service Provider, Best Satellite or Cable Provider, and Best Electronics Store. Thank you for your trust and support. We're proud to serve our community and committed to keeping you connected. From all of us at GVT, thank you.
All right, that's going to do it for our Prowler pregame. Stay tuned. High school football next. The Prowlers and Pelican Rapids. We'll take a break. Back with our opening kickoff from Swenson Field. Right after this, on Thief River Falls Radio Sports.
Is your money working for you? Do you know what interest rate you are earning on your savings? Border Bank is offering highly competitive CD rates for both 7-month CDs and their 12-month option CD. Don't let your money just sit there. Safely tuck away your hard-earned money at Border Bank in one of the high-yield CDs and watch your money grow. Call or stop in and visit with any of the officers regarding these limited-time special rates. Border Bank, your home for great CD rates. Member FDIC.
Northern Ag, with offices in Thief River Falls, Roseau, and Greenbush, is proud to support our hometown teams and student athletes. Just as we cheer for your success, we're also here to protect the success of your farming operation, specializing in crop insurance, livestock risk protection, and full-service brokerage for grain sales and marketing strategies. Visit northernaginc.com or stop by one of our offices in Thief River Falls, Roseau, or Greenbush. Northern Ag, protecting your farm from the unexpected. It's what we do.
Hi, I'm Jordan Kostic, broker at USA Realty.
And I'm Kermit Jendricks, associate broker at USA Realty.
With rates dropping, now is a great time to buy a home. There is less buyer competition and plenty of homes available for sale.
Let us save you time and stress, help you make the process of buying or selling a home as smooth as possible.
At USA Realty, we're a team of knowledgeable agents that are dedicated to our clients' needs and goals.
Call us at 681-HOME, that's 681-4663, or visit us on Facebook or online at usarealty-mn.com.
Tired of the same old dinner? The Hive Bar and Grill uses only the freshest ingredients to create bold, unforgettable flavors you can't find anywhere else. Open Monday through Saturday at 11 with delicious appetizers, entrees, baskets, and more. Your table is waiting for you. Order online at thehivetrf.com and check out their Facebook page. And if you're in need of some catering for a company function or special event, they can do that too. The Hive Bar and Grill, Highway 59 South, Thief River Falls.
Hi, this is Jonathan with Bergstrom Electric in Thief River Falls. Not only do I work for Bergstrom Electric, I am an owner along with our team of skilled electricians and personnel. We are proud to be an employee-owned company. We've got you covered with Briggs & Stratton standby generators because we believe in keeping your lights on no matter what. At Bergstrom Electric, we're not just here to wire your homes and businesses. We're invested in the community as proud sponsor of local athletics. So give us a call at Bergstrom Electric, 218-681-7422 for any of your electrical needs.
Partly cloudy skies tonight with a low temperature near 60 and winds out of the northeast at 5 to 10. Saturday, partly sunny with a high temperature around 78 and east winds at 5 to 15. Saturday night, cloudy with a low temperature of 61. On Sunday, we'll see partly sunny skies with a high temperature of 85 and light southeast winds. Monday, chance of storms with a high of 80. I'm meteorologist Ray Miller from the Inkstead, Minnesota Radio Network Weather Center. Right now, it's 79.
At Northern Motors in Thief River Falls, their trained body technicians can take care of all of your car and truck needs, from fender benders to gear hits, and all of your truck and car accessories such as running boards and car starters. And Northern Motors will work with both you and your insurance company to make sure that your vehicle is properly repaired and in a timely manner. Stop in today or call for a free estimate at 59 and 1 West or 681-4820. That's Northern Motors in Thief River Falls.
Station 59, located on Highway 59 South in Thief River Falls, across from McDonald's, is your locally owned convenience store and gas station. They take pride in offering a clean store with a friendly and helpful staff. Don't forget to check out their car wash, both self-wash and their touchless car wash that will leave your vehicle sparkling clean. Station 59 is a proud supporter of local athletics. Station 59, Highway 59 South, Thief River Falls.
Very good evening, sports fans, and welcome to Swenson Field as we bring you high school football on this Friday night. It'll be the 0-2 Pelican Rapids Vikings taking on the 0-2 Thief River Falls Prowlers. Sean Soderberg along with Lee Jenricks bringing you the play-by-play of our game tonight. Also want to thank the Thief River Falls Touchdown Club. If you're looking at this on video, we are doing our broadcast of the game. It's brought to you by the Thief River Falls Touchdown Club, and we thank them for that as we do all the home games here at Swenson Field. Cancer Awareness Night here at Swenson Field as well. The crowd is filing in. We've got a good crowd on hand for this one as I welcome into the broadcast studio once again, Sean Soderberg. Sean, looking for a good football game here tonight.
Yeah, hopefully the Prowlers get off to a quick start, Lee, and have a little bit of success tonight and get the win going.
All right, the Prowlers dressed in their home uniforms, the black pants with the blue tops and the gold numerals and trim along with the gold helmets. The Pelican Rapids Vikings dressed in their black pants with the white tops, and they have the black trim and numerals. And we get ready for tonight's game. The Prowlers, a couple of losses on the season, losing to Dilworth, Linden, Felton 28-7 and then 35-8 last week against Pillager. The Vikings were shut out by Holly in their first week of the season in Pelican Rapids, 26-0. Then they went to Barnesville and had a shootout and lost that one 44-36. Sean, what do the Prowlers have to do right away tonight?
Yeah, I think whether offense or defense here, depending on the coin flip, just start fast. If I think you get the ball, you just have a minimum sustain a drive and keep your offense on the field defensively. Quickly get off the field, give your offense a chance, give them more opportunities than they had last week.
Game time temperature, skies right now are overcast. We're not expecting any rain or anything. And temperatures have reached into the mid 70s. About an inch of rain fell early this morning, but that pretty much is not going to have any effect on the football field here tonight. Lots of games going on across Minnesota, across the United States, actually, because we do have a Friday night. We also have a score for you, afternoon game in a 9-man football, and our scoreboard update is brought to you by Red River Egg Hefty Seed, and they bring you our scoreboard once again. And they are your local independent agronomy retailer. Give them a call when you need them at 218-683-6930. As we take a look at the early game from this afternoon, at a defensive affair, but Stephen Argyle prevailed over Goodrich Grigla. The final score there was 6-0. So Stephen Argyle gets the win there. Prowlers looking for their first win. Of course, back at quarterback will be senior Bridger Wilcox. Prowlers will be without the services of Wyatt Nelson tonight. Of course, he had an injury last week, and he's going to be out at least a week or two.
Yeah, unfortunate situation, hopefully he gets healthy and play soon. Likewise, excited to see Spencer Anderson get some additional touches at fullback tonight.
All right, we have the announcement of our starting lineups on the field. Our national anthem was played nicely by the Lincoln High School pep band. Good crowd on hand here at Swenson Field on this Friday night. As we get to our opening kickoff, your opening kickoff is brought to you by Pomp's Tire Service of Thief River Falls. They're located on South Main. They have a whole line of passenger, light truck, and farm tires with in-shop tire service available. They also have mobile tire service, and you can give them a call at 218-681-2656. That number again, 218-681-2656. Pelican Rapids in the first quarter, going left to right. The Prowlers right to left. The Prowlers will be kicking off. As I mentioned, there's not much wind and it's actually swirling around just a bit. Right now, it's from the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. But Sean, that's not going to make pretty much any difference in the football game this evening.
Whatever both teams want to do offensively there to be a matter of execution.
All right, it'll be Pelican Rapids receiving the football. Back deep is Ethan Eisman along with Aiden Souza. And Bridger Wilcox will kick it. It'll be a line drive kick. Bounces just inside the 30. Picked up by one of the up men to the middle of the field. Get out near the 35-yard line. And that's where Pelican Rapids will take over on offense. The return was by Tate Marich. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 35. Again, the quarterback is junior Grady Larson. His running backs are Bricker Hogrud and McLean Hovland. Tight end Tate Marich. Wide receivers are Miguel Torres and Ethan Eisman. Taking the handoff, Larson goes to his left. The throw is incomplete, intended on the far left sideline. It was intended for Miguel Torres. Will bring up 2nd down and 10. And of course, Sean, we saw them pass a lot last week. I would expect that's what they might want to do here early against the Prowlers.
I think that's what you game plan for. That's what you expect. Nice discipline on the first play, a little misdirection, play action rollout there.
Tucker Connaught on the coverage on that last play. 2nd down and 10 from the shotgun. There's the snap. Handoff is back to the 35 and nothing there. Good job by the Prowlers. In on the tackle for Thief River Falls. And leading the way was Canute Hams. Hogrud was the ball carrier. Give him a 1 yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9 from the 36. So an early 3rd down situation for the Vikings. Wide out to the near side. Wing back to the left from the shotgun. Back to pass is Larson. Larson throws it on the near side. It's caught by Eisman, but he was tackled right after the catch. Grindlin on the tackle for the Prowlers. It'll be gain maybe of a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down and 8. Good defense by the Prowlers.
Yeah, great play. I think Tucker got it there on the corner. Great read, great come up and play. Wait for the defense to get off the field on the first drive here.
Miguel Torres will be back to punt, standing at his own 25-yard line. He's directing one of the players to get off the field, and they're going to have to call a timeout. So Pelican Rapids did not want to do that. They're faced with a 4th and 8, and they're ready to punt, and they had to take a timeout. And we'll take a timeout as well. Timeout brought to you by your good friends at Earl's Market, now open 24 hours a day. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more from Swenson Field right after this.
Struggling with joint pain or mobility issues? Riverview Health in Crookston offers expert orthopedic services to help you get back on your feet. Riverview Health's skilled team provides advanced treatments for everything from sports injuries to chronic conditions. With personalized care and state-of-the-art technology, Riverview Health's team is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Riverview Health today to start your journey to recovery. 218-281-9595.
Punt away. It'll bounce inside the 30 down at the Prowler 25-yard line. And that'll end up being a 36-yard punt. And the Prowlers will come out on offense for the first time tonight. They'll be led by quarterback Bridger Wilcox. Fullback will be Spencer Anderson. Wingbacks are Ian Winter and Connor Bruce. Wide receivers are Tucker Grindlin and Hudson Hall. Prowlers from the shotgun. Handoff is given off to Anderson. Breaks a tackle and able to get outside the 30 up to about the 31. Nice gain on 1st down by Spencer Anderson. It'll be a pickup of about 6. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
great first play by the Prowlers. I think the game is won up front. See if the offensive line can't move some people around here early.
Prowlers with wide receivers left and right, shotgun formation for Bridger Wilcox. There's a snap, a handoff. Once again, it'll go to Spencer Anderson. Breaks a tackle, fumbles the football. It's loose on the field. And I think the Prowlers might have gotten back on top of it. It'll end up actually being about a gain of 3. But Spencer lost the football. Luckily, one of the Prowlers fell back on top of it. It'll be 3rd and 1. Prowlers had tough luck on offense last week, trying to get a first down here, and it'll go to Wilcox. He'll keep it himself from the right side, and it's going to be close. And they're going to give him the first down, and the Prowlers will keep the football out to the 36-yard line. Wilcox will pick up a couple of yards. First down and 10 for the Prowlers. They're just about at the total of first downs they had all last week. Just underway, 9 minutes and time running, first quarter of play. Prowlers and the Vikings. Here's Wilcox back to pass, didn't have anywhere to throw to. He follows a couple of blocks, and he'll actually pick up about 3 yards. Again, that was a play where he looked to his left but had nobody to throw to. And the flag is thrown on the play. We'll have to see who they will put it against. I didn't see a initial signal. Now, Bridger Wilcox came to the sideline, took off his helmet, but he is going to be able to come in as he'll get the play from Coach Ruby. And again, they're still talking about the penalty. We have not gotten a signal. It'll be personal foul on the Prowlers, so that's a big one. So that'll bring the Prowlers all the way back inside the 30 down to the 25. So a 15-yard penalty against the Prowlers. So instead of the ball being at the 40, it'll be at the 25. The Prowlers will be faced with a 2nd down and 21. Clock begins to run with 8:30 left in the first quarter. Prowlers and the Vikings, no score here at Swenson Field. Double wideouts near side to the left. Single wideout to the right from the shotgun, back to pass. There's Anderson. Here's a throw downfield, and it's incomplete on the far sidelines, right at midfield. Tucker Grinlund was the intended receiver. And in on the coverage for the Vikings was number 18. That's C.J. Fay. So the Prowlers now faced with a 3rd down and 21. They need to get all the way out to the 46 to get a first down.
Personal foul after you get your first down. Certainly like to be in a better situation here.
Prowlers from the shotgun. They're just going to run it up the middle, breaking a tackle, and fumbling again is Anderson. And this time, I believe Pelican Rapids got on top of the ball. They did. Fumble recovery will go to number 4, Bricker Hogrud. And the Pelican Rapids, after the fumble recovery, will have great field position at the Prowler 25.
He's had a couple carries already. Notice he's shifting back and forth as he's cutting. Prefer to have him keep it in one arm and just go straight ahead there.
Pelican Rapids with their 2nd possession. The first one got them 2 yards. There's a snap. Handoff right up the middle, going off the left side, picking up some good running room is Hogrud. Hogrud near a first down all the way down to the 15. And a nice strong running there. He had a big hole from the left side and just followed his blockers.
Yeah, I think this is the situation where Prowler's got to, keep their backs against the line, not let them in, not hang your head. Got to make a stand here.
They're officially going to mark it at the 16-yard line. It'll be a second down in less than a yard. From the shotgun, the snap, and stopping before he got going and getting inside the 15, but nothing more than that. Again, was Hogrud. And he did get the first down, got just enough for a first down, so Pelican Rapids will get their first down of the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 of the Prowler 15. Double wideouts to the right, wing back to the left, shotgun formation. Here's Larson, hands it off again up the middle, and the Prowlers were waiting for him on that one. That was gang tackled by the Prowlers.
Play joint. First one for the ball carrier.
Hogrud again on the carry. Brueggemann will get the tackle. No gain on the first down play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Already down to 6.5 minutes left in our scoreless first quarter, but Pelicans, Rapids on the drive. Single wide out to the left. Man in motion to the left. There's a snap. Here's a screen play to the right side. The Prowlers were waiting for that. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. Big tackle there.
Thus far, it appears Pelican Rapids wants to get it out quick, maybe get it in the flank. The Prowler defense isn't backpedaling and giving them too much space.
Catch was made by Eisenman, but he had nowhere to go. A loss of 3. And Pelican Rapids will be faced with a 3rd and 13 from the Prowler 14. Man in motion to the left. From the shotgun, Larson throws it downfield, and it's intercepted. Intercepted on the far side, running along the sidelines, out of bounds. In 10. So Bridger with the interception. Now he'll come back out on offense. And the Prowlers will take a timeout. So the Prowlers will have it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. And we'll take a timeout as well. Timeout brought to you by Earl's Market, 8th and Main, Thief River Falls. We're back right after this.
Because life moves fast, you don't have time to be sick. Stop by Hugo's Family Pharmacy in Thief River Falls, your local Health Mart pharmacy, and get your flu and COVID shots now. With a full-service pharmacy, Hugo's Family Pharmacy has everything you need to stay healthy. And did you know that Hugo's Family Pharmacy accepts most insurances? Stop by Hugo's Family Pharmacy in Thief River Falls and experience a pharmacy that cares. Health Mart, taking time to listen and care.
Lee Jenricks along with Sean Schwarterberg back here at Swenson Field. Prowlers have got the ball back on a Bridger Wilcox interception of Grady Larson. Sean, the Prowlers got to put something together here and hold on to the football.
Yeah, you certainly have to like the response to adversity,
right? Wideouts left and right from the shotgun, and following Spencer Anderson will be Wilcox himself, and following his blocker, Hogrud will get the tackle. It'll be a pickup of about 4 yards. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 6. Well, Bridger, he's got a big guy ahead of him to block in Spencer Anderson when they get that option play. There's a snap. Again, this will be pitched out to the near side. Getting to the outside and running with it for the Prowlers midfield. 40, 35, inside the 30, down to the 28.
Great play by the Prowler offense. Great.
38 yards on the run. And the Prowlers, with their second first down tonight, are in Pelican Rapids territory at the 30. From the gun, rolling to his right, looking, still looking. He's going to keep it himself. Cuts back to the inside, is taken down after a gain of about 5 yards.
Great quarterback play. Rolled out, didn't see what he liked. Case good. Interception, take 5 yards.
Officially, they'll give him 4. It'll bring up 2nd and 6 from the 26 as Bridger will come to the sideline. And it gets the play from offensive coordinator Nate Ruby. Clock continuing to run here our first quarter. We're scoreless. 3:50 in time running. Ball on the far hash marks from the shotgun. And it's going to be Wilcox again, and this time Pelican Rapids was waiting for him in the backfield.
Yeah, it seems like they're having some pressure up the middle. Listen to their linebackers. They certainly want to stop that middle dive. Prowlers have to look to get outside of that.
So it'll be a loss of about 3 yards. Roscoe Stubbs in on the tackle. For the Vikings, it'll be 3rd down and 9. Prowlers have it at the Viking 29.
Plays, I think give yourself 9 yards. Don't have to get it in one play here.
Coming up on 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Coming wide out to the near side will be Hudson Hall. There's a snap out of the shotgun, and it's going to be handed off to Anderson, and Anderson off the left side will be taken down there by Miguel Torres after a gain of about, well, maybe a yard, but that's it. The Prowlers in 4 down territory. We're going to have to see. They're going to go for it as Wilcox will come back out. Now, he also is the punter. And we saw this last week where he went in the shotgun formation and had the quick kick. 4th down and 9 for the Prowlers. Man in motion to the right. Back to pass. Wilcox throws it down the middle, and it is caught. Caught along the far sideline and going forward and still inside the line is Connor Bruce, and Bruce will get enough for a first down. Excellent play by the Prowlers.
Short, stayed on his feet. What a great effort to keep the drive.
So the Prowlers with that big run after the catch, 11 yards on that pass and run. And the Prowlers have a first down inside the 20. Wilcox from the shotgun. Hands it off right side, breaking a tackle, breaking another inside the 15. Down at about the 14. It'll be a gain of 5 yards. Anderson again on the carry for the Prowlers.
Straight ahead, that big strong kid. Tough to take.
Spencer, who had a couple of fumbles earlier here in the quarter. But I tell you what, if they can get him going, they got some strong running in the backfield. Back to pass, Wilcox down the middle, and it's deflected, incomplete. Getting his big paw on that one.
Was there. He was open.
So the Prowlers will be faced with a 3rd down. 5 yards to go. They are sitting at the Pelican Rapids 13-yard line as we're under a minute to go in the first quarter, 53.3 seconds left. No score. Prowler is trying to keep the drive alive. There's a snap. Back to pass. Rolling to his left is Wilcox running out of room, and he is taken down. He was pulled down from behind. Calvin Norton inside the 20 to the 21. And now the Prowlers will be faced with a 4th down and about 14.
Certainly a coaching moment there. You're going to roll away from your strong man. Coach is going to tell you pre-snap, you got to get that thing away, give yourself a chance on 4th down.
Wide outs left and right, double wide outs on both sides. Back to pass Wilcox. Here's a halfback screen, and Bruce caught the ball, but he was taken down quickly. In on the tackle and making the stop was Josh Batson. And the Prowlers come up short, and Pelican Rapids holds, and they'll take over on offense.
It's one of those moments you need to capitalize. Down there on 2nd and 5, got to keep moving the play forward.
There's not a lot of plays you have in your playbook that's going to pick you up the 15 yards, or it's kind of limited. The Prowlers are trying for that halfback screen. And back to pass now with Pelican Rapids on offense. A throw downfield. It's caught across the 35 out to the 37. Torres. It'll be a 1st down.
So 5 wide empty. Prowler sitting in zone.
And that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Pelican Rapids will have it 1st and 10. At their own 35. There is no score as we go to the 2nd quarter from Swenson Field. We'll take a break. Back with quarter number 2 right after this on Thief River Falls Radio Sports.
Better. It's more than just a word. Hi, I'm Kim Rosendahl, physical therapist and owner of Rehab Authority in Thief River Falls. When your aches and pains are keeping you from being your best, come see me and our team of physical therapy experts to help you feel better. We are committed to get you feeling better quickly. This is more than a career for us at Rehab Authority. It's our life's work, and we are invested in you. Call us today at 218-681-0449 and take the first step to better physical health.
Attention Twins fans! Shelburne's Cable will air all of the Twins games this season. If you have a digital box, it'll be on channel 45 and 645 and will load automatically. On your digital TV, it'll be channel 83. Please rescan your TV to load the new channel. Only the game will be on that channel. When the game's not on, the channel will be dark. And Shelburne's will be adding the Major League Baseball channel in the very near future. Visit trf.mncable.net for more information.
2nd quarter action. Back to pass is the quarterback. Larson throws it downfield, incomplete, intended on the near side for Ethan Eisman. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 at the Pelican Rapids 37-yard line.
Prowler's got to get a pass rush. That big arm. You'll find somebody in time.
Eisman and Torres will be wide to the left. 3 wide outs to the right. Larson from the shotgun with a man in motion to the right. Larson looks to his right, throws downfield. He's got his man wide open. Eisman across midfield, down inside the Prowler 46 to the 45. 17-yard pass play, and Pelican Rapids picks up their 3rd first down of the ball game. And they're in Prowler territory at the 44, going without a huddle. Wide outs left and right. Larson back to pass from the shotgun. Throws it downfield. He's got his man in the flats. That was Torres, and Torres will go forward down to the Prowler 30. Another pickup of 14 yards. And Pelican Rapids starting to move the football on the Prowlers.
Some fresh bodies. That's a necessary move here. They're getting tired.
Empty backfield from the shotgun is Larson. There's a snap. Larson will look to his right, throws to his right, again open on the far side, and going out of bounds is Miguel Torres.
Prowler coaching staff is looking at this drive and making some changes. It's at zone for every play. Wide receivers are just sitting down because they know we're sitting in zone.
Suarez will get 7 yards on that catch. But I got to tell you, the quarterback, Grady Larson, boy, he can gun that ball out there.
Well, got to get him moving here off the spot.
Larson back to pass again. Again, he throws down the middle, and it's caught. Caught inside the 16 down to the 15. That'll be good for another first down. And on the catch was Tate Marich. Pelican Rapids just methodically moving the ball down the field, as they'll have a first down and 10 down to the Prowler 15. 5 wideouts in the game. Isman in motion to the right. Back to pass. He's going to throw to Isman. He's open. He catches it. Touchdown. So Isman will catch the touchdown pass. It'll be a touchdown pass of 11 yards. Iceman will pick it up from Grady Larson, who just threw a perfect ball in there for him to catch on the run. Now look to kick the extra point. Number 9, Jimmy Salazar, is come in to kick it away, and the kick is up and it's blocked. So the Prowlers block the extra point attempt. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the Vikings kickoff right after this on Thief River Falls Radio Sports.
As a farmer, I have thousands of more mouths to feed than the average person. What fuels me to get the job done? The smell of the soil and the hum of the combine. What fuels my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel for the most challenging conditions, better than any formula yet, delivering maximum uptime every time. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, powered to perform.
Farmers Union Oil, Cenex, Thief River Falls, and Goodrich.
Hi, this is Matt from Northern State Bank. As a locally owned community bank, Northern State Bank is committed to providing quality financial services and support to this great community. Farm, business, personal, and real estate loans are what we do, and our knowledgeable bankers will make sure that your experience is positive and productive. Call or stop by today at Northern State Bank in Thief River Falls, downtown, or at Hugo's Market. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Pelican Rapids now on top 6-0. Salazar will get ready to kick it off. Prowlers will be going left or right as they get back out on offense. There's a kick. It's a good one. Taken by the Prowlers at their own 10 to the 20, 25, and turning around and getting out to the 30-yard line. So the Prowlers will take first and 10 at their own 30. Down now 6-0 to Pelican Rapids. Near side will be Grindlin. Wide out to the right. I formation. Back to the quarterback, Wilcox. He'll hand it off, and not much there for the running back, Clay Nelson. And he barely got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll bring up second down and 10. Nice open field tackle there.
Good ball coverage to the line. I'd like to see him open it up there and try and turn the corner.
Clock running, 9:25, and time running, second quarter. Wide out left and right, wing back to the right. From the shotgun, faking the handoff, Wilcox. He'll look for a block, and he didn't get much of one. He'll maybe pick up a yard, but that's it. So just a gain of 1 yard on the tackle was Marich. And the Prowlers now down 6-0, faced with a 3rd and 9 at their own 31.
Prowlers need a first down here. Got to keep the ball in their hands after that quick drive by Pelican Rapids.
Wilcox from the shotgun fakes a handoff, throws it downfield, and there's got to be some interference, and the flag is thrown. So pass interference will be called against Aiden Checo de Souza. And the Prowlers will get the first down via the penalty. And you could tell right from the get-go that was going to bring out a flag.
Receiver on the outside, they're going to play man-to-man. They're going to leave them out there on the island. So that's going to be there all night as the Prowlers come back to it.
With the big penalty, bring the Prowlers all the way out to the 47-yard line, 1st and 10. Prowlers pick up their 4th first down of the first half. And Wilcox fakes the handoff. Now he'll have to run himself. I don't know if that was a broken play or that had to be, because even the handoff was the wrong way. Wilcox will actually pick up about 3-4 yards. He gets across midfield down to the 49 of the Vikings. Prowlers will be faced with a 2nd down and 7. Ball is at the 49, just across midfield. 7:55 and time running here in the second quarter. Pelican Rapids on top, 6-0. Man in motion to the right. Wilcox back to pass, throws it. He got Anderson across the 40, 35, still on his feet inside the 30. And that'll be a pickup of 20 yards on that pass and catch. Nice job by Spencer Anderson after the catch, getting extra yardage down the far sideline.
Yeah, beautiful play. Richard Wilcox, Pelican stood in there. Great play by Spencer Anderson to fight for 5, 6, 7 more yards.
Prowlers with another first down. They have it 1st and 10 at the Vikings 29. 3 wide outs from the shotgun. It'll be the option play. Wilcox going to the outside, breaks a tackle inside the 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Tie ball game. So the Prowlers with a chance to take the lead for the first time this season. If they can get the extra point, on to kick it will be Edgar Velasquez Fernandez, the freshman kicker. There's a snap, it's down, the kick is up, and it is no good. He missed wide right, and we'll remain tied here at Swenson Field. 7:29 left in our first half. With a Prowler kickoff right after this.
Hi, this is Al from the Black Cat Sports Bar and Grill. If you're a fan of good food, then come see what we have to offer. Our burgers are hand patted daily using fresh, never frozen, top quality ground beef. With 17 different burger options on the menu, you're sure to find one to please. Don't forget about our fresh, crisp salads or our signature sandwiches either. It's a lineup that can't be beat. That's the Black Cat Sports Bar and Grill, Highway 32 South, Thief River Falls, next to the Grand State Hotel. And remember, we don't do it to be different, we do it to be better.
Get customized care for any mess with Whirlpool top-load laundry repairs at budget. Easily pre-wash clothes with a built-in water faucet or create up to 26 of your own wash cycles. Also, help prevent over-drying with sensor dry technology. Delivery, installation, setup, and disposal of your old product and financing, all available at budget. Thief River Falls' oldest appliance dealer, downtown since 1980.
See store for full details and qualified models.
Back here at Swenson Field, Fernandez will kick the ball away. It'll be taken on the near sidelines, and stepping out of bounds will be Aiden Checo de Souza. And Pelican Rapids will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. Well, I was surprised that he actually caught it in the first place, like you said. And it probably would have went out of bounds, given better field position, and then he actually stepped out of bounds.
Actually, the special teams are coached to catch the ball since it's live, so they get a little bit antsy when the ball's up in the air for a while.
Beautiful sunset here in Thief River Falls at Swenson Field. We got a brand new ball game. The Prowlers and the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Vikings back out on offense from the shotgun. Back to pass is Larson. Larson throws to his right. He's got his man across the 35-40 and taken down at the 44-yard line. And that's going to be Marriage. So we saw last drive, Pelican Rapids not using the huddle from the shotgun, throwing to the right. Wow, what an arm he's got. Throws it at the Prowler 30, incomplete, intended for Iceman. In on the coverage for the Prowlers was Tucker Grindland.
5-yard against your body. Good play by the Prowler defense.
We got college quarterbacks that can't do that. Clock stops with 7:05 left in our first half. 6-6 the Prowlers and the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Larson from the shotgun. The snap is low. Looks down the middle of the field. Throws it deep, and that was dangerous. Jack Welch was the intended receiver. And again, as I mentioned, right down the middle, and you've got some players that might get their hands on that and get intercepted, but he throws so hard. Usually the intended target has got to be right there. So it'll be 3rd down and 10. Larson back to pass, throws it, and it's in and out of the hands of the intended receiver at the Prowler 45, C.J. Fay.
Good response by the Prowler defense. Looks like they forced a punt. At midfield, we need to watch for a fake here, though.
Again, that was a good pass from Larson. And that's a ball that should have been caught.
Yeah, I think he actually thread the needle between the corner and the safety there.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I think got a little bit nervous that somebody was coming through.
So back to punt will be Miguel Torres. Torres will punt. He's standing back at his own 30. Punt is away. It'll bounce at the Prowler 30. Takes a Viking bounce inside the 25. I believe it went out of bounds on the far side of the 24. 30-yard punt for Miguel Torres. Prowlers will take over 1st and 10. Fresh after that scoring drive, and the Prowlers will take it 1st and 10 at the 25. Bridger Wilcox had that 29-yard touchdown run. We're 6-6, 6:49 remains in the first half. Bridger from the shotgun fakes a handoff, throws it down right at midfield. Grindlin in and out of his hands. Nice defense there on the near.
Hands on it, tough play, but certainly one you'd love to have back.
Well, they say if you get your hands on it, you're supposed to catch it.
That's the goal.
But then again, you had a great play defensively from CJ, who knocked that ball loose.
Yeah, great positioning on his part as
Second down and 10. Ball is on the far hash marks. Wide outs left and right. Bridger from the shotgun. And he'll hand it off, breaking a tackle, breaking another one near the 30. First down. And there was a flag thrown on the play, and it's going to be holding against the Prowlers.
Looked like it was backside, so certainly an unfortunate call since the play went the other way.
Yeah, I did not see the flag thrown until the play was over. But they threw it on the far side, so it'll be a holding call against the Prowlers. Prowlers with 2 penalties tonight for 25 yards. So the Prowlers, instead of a 2nd and 1, will be faced with a 2nd and 20. Need to get all the way out to the 35 for a first. Handoff up the middle, and this time Pelican Rapids shuts the door. And Spencer barely got back to the line of scrimmage. In on the stop was Edwin Escobar. No gain on that play, and it'll remain now 3rd down and 20 for the Prowlers. Prowlers would like to get some of this yardage back so they don't give Pelican Rapids some good field position if they don't get a first down.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I think this play is about trying to gain some yards.
Here's a reverse by the Prowlers, trying to get back to line of scrimmage, and taken down was Grindelin. And they'll pick up about 4, but it'll leave 4th and 16.
Maybe just a little slow to kind of progress to get him out in the open and run it.
So the Prowlers will bring out the punt team. Wilcox to punt the ball away. Receivers back at about midfield. D'Souza and Eisman. There's a kick, and it'll be taken by Souza. Souza breaks a tackle, 45-40 flag on the play. Souza breaks another tackle and gets all the way inside. We've got a penalty marker. And it's going to be a face mask against the Prowlers. What a run back by Souza, as he broke a couple of tackles, twisted and turned, and ended up and Pelican Rapids will be in business all the way inside the Prowler 15 down to about the 13-yard line is where they'll mark it. And we've got timeout on the field. So timeout on the field with 4:45 to go in our first half. The Prowlers 6 and the Vikings 6. Timeout brought to you by Earl's Market, 8th and Main, Thief River Falls. Back to Swinson Field after this.
Are you experiencing tingling, numbness, burning, or pain in your hands and feet? You're not alone. Neuropathy affects millions, often causing discomfort that impacts daily life. But there's hope. Our expert team specializes in advanced neuropathy treatments tailored just for you. With personalized care and innovative therapies, we can help restore your comfort and mobility. Don't let neuropathy hold you back. Call us today at 218-689-5001 and take the first step towards feeling like yourself again.
True North Chiropractic Center, 218-689-5001.
Now the Pelican Rapids Vikings taking their second time out as they will begin their drive at the Prowler 13-yard line. Double wide outs to the right, also to the left. Single setback. Larson from the shotgun. And he'll hand it off to his running back, and Hogrud will pick up about 4 yards. Hogrud gets the carry.
The same territory.
Hill is inside the 10 at the 9. Second down. Man in motion to the right. There's a snap. And the handoff to the outside, trying to get around the edge is Iceman. Iceman will be knocked out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. Well, Prowler stretched that out far enough that Iceman was not able to get into the end zone, but he got awful close. It'll be first down and goal at the 2. Set back is Hogrud. Larson takes a snap. Hogrud with a carry. He plows into the end zone for the touchdown. Will go in from 2 yards out. Pelican Rapids retakes the lead. And here, we'll have to see. I think they might be going for 2 on this one. Quarterback Brady Larson got the play from the sidelines, and they are going to go for 2. So from the 3-yard line, again, Hogrud in the backfield. Larson takes a snap. Handoff Hogrud, follows his blockers, gets in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So six left in our first half. Our score is now Pelican Rapids 14 and the Thief River Falls Prowlers 6. Back with the Vikings kickoff right after this on Thief River Falls Radio Sports.
Whatever your repair needs on the farm, on the job site, or in the shop, Northwest Power Systems in Thief River Falls can help. Starters, alternators, and other electrical needs. Hydraulic hoses, connectors, couplers, and fluids. They have it. Parts or repairs, cash or carry, or in-shop maintenance and service. Northwest Power Systems, minimizing your downtime. Northwest Power Systems, located across from the fire hall in Thief River Falls. Call 681-5282.
Now Pelican Rapids on a 2-yard run from Bricker Hogrud. He also adds a 2-point conversion. Pelican Rapids up on the Prowlers 14-6. And on to kick the ball away. And there it is from Salazar. Prowlers will pick it up at their own 15 to the 20. Out past the 30, carrying the pile out near the 35-yard line where he's finally taken down. Ian Winter will get a 20-yard return. Like I said, Sean, carry the pile for another 10 yards.
Their possession. They've done a great job responding to adversity this far in the game.
Prowlers wideouts left and right. Wilcox takes the snap, handoff to Anderson, and Anderson tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. Will fall forward for a gain of about a yard or 2. But you know what? If he is not taken down there, he had a lot of running room.
Pelican, he makes that guy miss. He's 10 yards plus on that run.
Instead, it's a gain of 1. Clock continues to run. 3:15 in time running first half. Grindelin is in motion. Here's a throw on the near side, and it's caught. Caught at the 50-yard line inside the 46 down to the Prowlers a first down at the Pelican Rapids 45-yard line. Prowlers picking up their 6th first down here in the first half. Hall will go wide out to the left. There's a snap, fakes a handoff. Hall, the intended receiver, but is overthrown. And in on the coverage was Souza. Also in there was Iceman. So he'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Hall just ran a straight route down the field, but Wilcox just overthrew him.
Basically, are shifting a safety one side, and they're just going to leave him on the island on the other.
Here's the snap. Wilcox on the quarterback keeper breaks a tackle on the line of scrimmage. 35-30. He's going to go in again. Touchdown, Bridger Wilcox, 45. And the Prowlers back within 2 at 14-12. Boy, Bridger broke a couple of tackles, and once he got along the sidelines, there was nothing but end zone, and he hits it after 45-yard touchdown run. Now the Prowlers down by 2. They will go for 2 and look to tie things up. 14-12, and Prowlers are going to take a timeout. So the Prowlers will take a timeout. They got the extra point coming. Park Rapids 14, the Prowlers 12. We'll be back with a Prowler extra point right after this.
More than you know. It's true, yeah. The service you got with great fit and comfort, always a must. For every occasion and all that you do, we wrap you in style with clothes, accessories, and shoes. More than your average shoe store, but it's true.
Now the Prowlers burning a timeout as they get ready for the extra point. Prowlers will go for 2, and they'll try to tie things up.
Players, I think, give a break, give them a breather. This is a big play here.
Wilcox from the shotgun. Single setback will be Anderson. Man in motion to the right. There's a snap. They'll throw it to the end zone. In the end zone, and 2-point conversion. Good catch is made. So the 2-point conversion good. And our score with 2:31 left in the first half. It's the Thief River Falls Prowlers 14 and the Pelican Rapids Vikings 14. Back with a Prowler kickoff right after this.
517 Diner in Thief River Falls, the newest, most trendy diner in town. Come for the classic breakfast or lunch items. Find something on their drink menu, too. Run through the drive-thru or sit back in the cozy lobby. At 517 Diner, you can choose from creamy milk tea, energizing coffee, hydrating hydrolyte, or fruity smoothie. Try flavors like Thai, coconut, mango, pineapple, honeydew, or papaya, or crystal bubble lineup featuring lychee, taro, rainbow, brown sugar, and cherry blossom. Stop in today. 517 Diner, located in the old Dairy Queen location, Highway 32, Thief River Falls.
Now we're tied once again here at Swenson Field late in the first half. Bridger Wilcox with his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's got touchdown. They kick it off. And kicking that one away, it'll be a squib kick. It'll bounce a couple of times, picked up along the near sideline, and getting out to near the 30-yard line will be Iceman. Prowlers with good coverage there. That kind of planned when you hit that one. A line drive. Hudson Browson on the tackle for the Prowlers. It'll be 1st and 10 for Pelican Rapids. Officially marked at the 30-yard line.
Big drive here for the Prowler defense. Need to hold them back in their territory. Maybe even give yourself a chance on offense again.
All along the near side of the field, wideouts left and right, empty backfield. From the shotgun, Larson had to pick it up, and it's going to be dead.
Good call. He was down when he grabbed the ball.
That's right. He was down back at the 25-yard line, so that's going to be a loss of 5 yards. Sean, you want to explain what exactly happened there?
Yeah. But high school, you can get up and run on that. You watch NFL on Sunday, they get up and run, but not in high school. So I think he clapped on the ball.
All right, we got another timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Timeout brought to you by Earl's Market. 8th Main, Thief River Falls. We're back after this.
You see them at the grocery store, the ball games, even the county fair, because at Garden Valley Technologies, they're more than your internet provider. They're your neighbors. Thanks to your support, GVT was voted best of the Northwest in 4 categories. Now, to help more neighbors experience the GVT difference, new customers can get 1 month of free internet, up to 1 gig for a limited time. They're proud to deliver fast, reliable service with hometown care. Call 800-448-8260 or visit www.gvtel.com. Restrictions apply.
So Park Rapids using their 3rd and final timeout here in the first half. Here's Larson back to pass, throws along the near side. It'll be caught and knocked out of bounds as Marich after a short gain.
Well, the pass rush by the Prowlers. Maybe Larson had to move off his spot and just checked it down. That's perfect defense.
Just 1 yard on that throw and catch. So they'll be faced with a 3rd down and 14. Prowlers looking for a big stop here. Late in the first half, back to pass is Larson. Down the field, throws it. He's got his man open at midfield, breaking away the 30, 28-yard line, taken down. Not before he caught it and ran down to the Prowler 28. That's tough on a big 3rd down play.
There's Prowler down in distance there. Going to get 14 yards. Happen.
Larson back to pass once again. He'll look to the right, throws it downfield. He's got his man. Did he catch it in bounds? I believe he did. Line. What a catch by Iceman. You look back, and he's got his eyes in the sunset and still make that catch.
Space. Drift further down the field.
So it'll be 1st and goal for Pelican Rapids. At the Prowler 5, when they got this deep last time, they went to their running back, Ricker Hogrud. And there he is back in the backfield once again. 3 wideouts in the game. Larson will take the snap, hand off to Hogrud, and the Prowlers were there. Prowlers with a big gain.
Fields line, they don't give up. Holding on to the end zone for halftime.
And Hams also assisting on that tackle on Hogrud. And that was a loss of 2 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and goal now from the 7. Prowlers trying to stop Pelican Rapids late here in the first half. There's a snap. And he got it before he hit the turf. There's a throw at the goal line. It's incomplete. It was just about caught by Iceman, and that'll bring up 3rd down. 1:01 with the clock stopped left here in the first half. Sousa will check back in. And they'll come out.
This far out, so if they go for it on fourth, it's like it has to be a throw, and you know that.
Sousa will be the single setback now in motion to the left. Keeping it is Larson, and Larson will dance into the end zone untouched, touchdown. Yards out untouched. And Pelican Rapids goes back out on top 20-14. There's 57 seconds left in our first half of play. As Pelican Rapids want to see who's out there. They're going to go for two. Single setback will be D'Souza. Larson. Sousa in motion. They'll throw it to him along the near side, makes a move, and gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Nice fake by Sousa, and that got him into the end zone. And Pelican Rapids goes back up by 8 points. Vikings 22, Prowlers 14. We're back with a Viking kickoff right after this.
Is your money working for you? Do you know what interest rate you are earning on your savings? Border Bank is offering highly competitive CD rates for both 7-month CDs and their 12-month option CD. Don't let your money just sit there. Safely tuck away your hard-earned money at Border Bank in one of the high-yield CDs and watch your money grow. Call or stop in and visit with any of the officers regarding these limited-time special rates. Border Bank, your home for great CD rates. Member FDIC.
Northern Ag, with offices in Thief River Falls, Roseau, and Greenbush, is proud to support our hometown teams and student athletes. Just as we cheer for your success, we're also here to protect the success of your farming operation, specializing in crop insurance, livestock risk protection, and full-service brokerage for grain sales and marketing strategies. Visit northernag.com or stop by one of our offices in Thief River Falls, Roseau, or Greenbush. Northern Ag, protecting your farm from the unexpected. It's what we do.
Salazar kicks it away for Pelican Rapids, coming back on the kick return was Ian Winter, and he'll get it out to the Prowler 31-yard line. That's where the Prowlers will take over on offense with just 51.4 seconds left. The Prowlers do have one timeout remaining.
They get the ball out of halftime here too, Lee. So interesting if they try it on first down. If they don't get it, Pelican can't stop the clock. Let's take it to half.
All to the left. Grendelin to the right. Here's a screen pass to the left side, breaking one tackle, breaking another, and near the 40-yard line. I don't think he got out of bounds. Winter in on the catch for the Prowlers. Pickup of 9 yards, and the clock continues to run. Canute Hams will check back in for the Prowlers in the offensive line. The Prowlers are just going to be content to let the clock run down here. We're down to 10 seconds left. There's a snap, and Wilcox slips, gets back up, gets away from one tackler, and cuts back to the inside out to the 46. That'll be good for a first down with 3.1 seconds left. Prowlers pick up their 7th first down here in the first half. And now the clock will run after the windup. And we are at halftime. And we've got a scoring fest going on here, especially in the second quarter of play at halftime. Our score, it's Pelican Rapids 22 and the Thief River Falls Prowlers 14. And we'll be back with our halftime report. Halftime report brought to you by your good friends at the Out of Town Garage in Stephen. And we'll be back with our halftime report after this.
Hi, I'm Jordan Kopstick, broker at USA Realty.
And I'm Kermit Jenricks, associate broker at USA Realty.
With rates dropping, now is a great time to buy a home. There is less buyer competition and plenty of homes available for sale.
Let us save you time and stress, help you make the process of buying or selling a home as smooth as possible.
At USA Realty, we're a team of knowledgeable agents that are dedicated to our clients' needs and goals.
Call us at 681-HOME, that's 681-4663, or visit us on Facebook or online at usarealty-mn.com.
Tired of the same old dinner? The Hive Bar and Grill uses only the freshest ingredients to create bold, unforgettable flavors you can't find anywhere else. Open Monday through Saturday at 11 with delicious appetizers, entrees, baskets, and more. Your table is waiting for you. Order online at thehivetrf.com and check out their Facebook page. And if you're in need of some catering for a company function or special event, they can do that too. The Hive Bar and Grill, Highway 59 South, Thief River Falls.
Hi, this is Jonathan with Bergstrom Electric in Thief River Falls. Not only do I work for Bergstrom Electric, I am an owner along with our team of skilled electricians and personnel. We are proud to be an employee-owned company. We've got you covered with Briggs & Stratton standby generators because we believe in keeping your lights on no matter what. At Bergstrom Electric, we're not just here to wire your homes and businesses. We're invested in the community as proud sponsor of local athletics. So give us a call at Bergstrom Electric, 218-681-7422 for any of your electrical needs.
You'll love the courteous and affordable service you get at Northern Motors. When you're looking for quality auto maintenance and repairs, you can always depend on the professional technicians at Northern Motors. From oil changes to powertrain and drivetrain repairs, you can count on the high-quality service from Northern Motors. Give them a call today to schedule an appointment, 681-4820. Northern Motors, 59 and 1 West, Thief River Falls.
Back here at Swenson Field, Lee Jenricks along with Sean Soderberg were at halftime. The Park Rapids or the Pelican Rapids Vikings lead the Thief River Falls Prowlers 22-14. And Sean, we had a very, if not exciting, entertainable first half. We mentioned a big crowd on hand here at halftime. We've got, I believe, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. They play touch or flag football. They're out here, and they've got their parents up on the sidelines as well. So we get a little. It's always fun when you're that small and you get to perform at Prowler halftime show.
For the Varsity.
All right, Sean, let's run down our scoring in that first half of play. And the only touchdown we had, actually, we didn't have a scoring in that first quarter.
A lot of fireworks.
Yeah, Pelican Rapids was on a drive, and they would score then with 10:01 left in the first half of play. Grady Larson would throw an 11-yard pass to Ethan Eisman, and that would make it 6-0. They tried to kick the extra point. That was no good. And Pelican Rapids led by a score of 6-0. The Prowlers would come right back at 7:29 left in the first half. Bridger Wilcox would score his first of what would be 2 touchdowns in that first half. This one would go from 29 yards out. Prowlers kick. That went wide right, and we were tied 6-6. 4 minutes later, with 3:56 left in the first half, Pelican Rapids would regain the lead. It would be Bricker Hogrud going in from 3 yards out. They would attempt the 2-point conversion, and again, they'd give it off to Hogrud. He would go in for the 2-point conversion, and the Pelican Rapids Vikings would go back up 14-6. And at that time, Sean, the Prowlers had come back, tied things up, but again, Pelican Rapids coming right back down their next possession and scoring as well.
Yeah, I think it went back and forth there for a while. So both teams finding some success. We'll see what happens here in the second half.
Our next drive took only a minute 30 seconds. Bridger Wilcox would score from 45 yards out to be a second touchdown of the first half. And then the Prowlers would try the 2-point conversion to tie things up. It would be good as Wilcox would hit Grindelin in the end zone for the 2-point conversion on the pass play. And again, we were tied, this time with just 2:31 left in the first half at 14-14. Then with just 57 seconds left in the first half, Grady Larson would pick up the touchdown, went in from 7 yards out, untouched. Larson then would give off to D'Souza for the 2-point conversion, and they would get the 2-point conversion to give them an 8-point lead, and that's where we stand here at halftime. Pelican Rapids 22 and the Prowlers 14. Pelican Rapids had 9 first downs in that first half, the Prowlers 8. And Sean, as we look at that first half of play, especially in the second quarter, teams got rolling in offense, and you could tell that both teams, the defense came up a little bit short, and hopefully this will happen in the second half, but the Prowlers will receive the kick to start off the second half of play.
Start, gain some momentum, and certainly Pelican Rapids offense was streaky. So when they found success, they seemed to find a way to the end zone. And if they did not, you'd go 3-and-out. So defense needs to stand tall right away.
All right, again, our score here at halftime at Swenson Field. It's the Pelican Rapids Vikings 22 and the Thief River Falls Prowlers 14. Your halftime report brought to you by your good friends at Out of Town Garage in Stephen. We'll be back. We'll take a look at the scoreboard right after this from Out of Town Garage.
Out of Town Garage of Stephen, Northwest Minnesota's collision repair expert with over 10 years of service to the area, offering windshield repair and replacement, along with auto body repair. Experienced technicians that can get your vehicle back up and running just like new. Pickup and delivery service also available. Make sure to check out their Facebook page and give them a call when your ride needs some TLC. Out of Town Garage in Stephen, Minnesota. 218-480-2102.
Partly cloudy skies tonight with a low temperature near 60 and winds out of the northeast at 5 to 10. Saturday, partly sunny with a high temperature around 78 and east winds at 5 to 15. Saturday night, cloudy with a low temperature of 61. On Sunday, we'll see partly sunny skies with a high temperature of 85 and light southeast winds. Monday, chance of storms with a high of 80. I'm meteorologist Ray Miller from the Inkstead, Minnesota Radio Network Weather Center. Right now, it's 77.
This is KTRF-FM, 94.1 The Falls, Red Lake Falls, Minnesota.
Station 59, located on Highway 59 South at Thief River Falls, across from McDonald's, is your locally owned convenience store and gas station. They take pride in offering a clean store with a friendly and helpful staff. Don't forget to check out their car wash, both self-wash and their touchless car wash that will leave your vehicle sparkling clean. Station 59 is a proud supporter of local athletics. Station 59, Highway 59 South, Thief River Falls. Struggling with joint pain or mobility issues? Riverview Health in Crookston offers expert orthopedic services to help you get back on your feet. Riverview Health's skilled team provides advanced treatments for everything from sports injuries to chronic conditions. With personalized care and state-of-the-art technology, Riverview Health's team is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Riverview Health today to start your journey to recovery. 218-281-9595.
Once again, we welcome you back to Swenson Field, where halftime the Pelican Rapids Vikings lead the Thief River Falls Prowlers 22-14. We do have games going on elsewhere around the area. Let's take a look at our scoreboard and see if we've gotten anything else. I know we did have one game this afternoon in Section 8 9-man football. Stephen Argyle got a single touchdown in the second half. That was enough as he defeated Goodrich Grigla by a final score of 6-0. That is the only score I've got for you so far on the scoreboard. Hopefully we'll have a full list of scores to give you before the end of the night. We'll do that in our post-game show, but right now, the Prowlers trailing the Pelican Rapids Vikings by a score of 22-14. And Sean, as we mentioned, Prowlers will have the ball to start off the second half, and Prowlers just have to get a drive going and do what they did in that second quarter. The Prowlers finally starting to move the ball and getting some big plays that Bridger Wilcox took advantage of on the outside.
I think from a couple different factors, they found some success in the air, whether that be through the flats, some play action. I think the running game has shown some spots. So I think that balance will serve them well in the second half. So hopefully they can come out and find that success again.
All right, as we mentioned, Pelican Rapids coming up here today. They are actually 8AA, and their next action will be against Park Rapids back home next Friday night. 7 o'clock game time as Pelican Rapids will host Park Rapids. Prowlers, their next action will come up next Friday as well, as they'll be on the road up in Roseau. And hopefully the Prowlers will play better than they did against Roseau. Was it last year to start off a season?
Yeah, first game of the year. I think disappointing ones for the Prowlers.
So they want to get Roseau back. Then we'll be back here against the Warroad Warriors and then East Grand Forks. And of course, we end the season with a couple of road games against Park Rapids and Perham. Well, we've been entertained by the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. Here from Thief River Falls, they play flag football, so you got a little bit extra time on the scoreboard, but that's running out, so we're going to take a timeout, and that's going to do it for our halftime show. Halftime has been brought to you by your great friends at Out of Town Garage in Stephen. Give them a call at 218-480-2102 or check them out on their Facebook page. Again, Out of Town Garage in Stephen, bringing you our halftime report. We'll take a final break. Back with quarter number 3 from Swenson Field, Prowlers and Pelican Rapids. We'll be back right after this.
Because life moves fast, you don't have time to be sick. Stop by Hugo's Family Pharmacy in Thief River Falls, your local Health Mart pharmacy, and get your flu and COVID shots now. With a full-service pharmacy, Hugo's Family Pharmacy has everything you need to stay healthy. And did you know that Hugo's Family Pharmacy accepts most insurances? Stop by Hugo's Family Pharmacy in Thief River Falls and experience a pharmacy that cares. Health Mart, taking time to listen and care.
At Rehab Authority, we have one goal: to work as a team to provide you with high-quality, personalized care so that you can feel better. We treat you with urgency, diligence, and compassion. I'm Kim Rosendahl, physical therapist and local clinic owner. If you or a loved one suffers from spine stiffness or discomfort, please come see me and our team of physical therapy experts. Combined, our team has over 25 years of experience to help you get back to doing the activities that you love to do. Call us today at 218-681-0449. We're focused on one outcome: your well-being.
Attention Twins fans. Shelburne's Cable will air all of the Twins games this season. If you have a digital box, it'll be on channel 45 and 645 and will load automatically. On your digital TV, it'll be channel 83. Please rescan your TV to load the new channel. Only the game will be on that channel. When the game's not on, the channel will be dark. And Shelburne's will be adding the Major League Baseball channel in the very near future. Visit trf.mncable.net for more information.
Partly cloudy skies tonight with a low temperature near 60 and winds out of the northeast at 5 to 10. Saturday, partly sunny with a high temperature around 78 and east winds at 5 to 15. Saturday night, cloudy with a low temperature of 61. On Sunday, we'll see partly sunny skies with a high temperature of 85 and light southeast winds. Monday, chance of storms with a high of 80. I'm meteorologist Ray Miller from the Easthead, Minnesota Radio Network Weather Center. Right now, it's 75.
As a farmer, I have thousands of more mouths to feed than the average person. What fuels me to get the job done? The smell of the soil and the hum of the combine. What fuels my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel for the most challenging conditions, better than any formula yet, delivering maximum uptime every time. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, powered to perform.
Farmers Union Oil, Cenex, Thief River Falls, and Goodrich.
All right, our two teams back on the field as we go to the second half. Pelican Rapids on top of the Prowlers, 22-14. Prowlers will receive the kick to start off the second half. Sean, what do we have to see from the Prowlers on that first drive?
Same as drive. Control the clock. I've liked their pace. I mean, in some capacities, a general fan might think they're moving fast enough on offense, but I think we got so many guys playing both ways. So, some success, and I think the game's going to come down to getting stops. I think, especially for the Prowler defense.
And of course, Pelican Rapids, when they went to the no huddle offense, seemed a lot better. And it, like you said, the Prowlers got tired out there on defense.
Yeah. Defensive line rotation. Maybe they can get some speed in versus they're going to go 5 wide and just expect them to throw the ball.
On our Red River Ag Hefty Seed scoreboard, again, your scoreboard brought to you by Red River Ag Hefty Seed. They're your local independent agronomy retailer. Halftime, East Grand Forks leads Park Rapids 12-10. And in the first quarter, Fergus Falls leads Becker by a score of 7-0. Of course, we'll keep you updated and give you the scores on our post-game show as well. As you go into the third quarter, Prowlers will be going right to left as you will listen. And if you're watching on the video, I suppose you're seeing the same thing, right? And what do we got? They're going to change sides. They had wrong sides out there. This is like they knew this was coming. How do you like that? I was wondering what was happening because he's ready to kick the ball away, and then he walked right up to it, picked up the ball and the tee. So Jimmy Salazar will get us going here in the second half. Ian Winter back for the Prowlers along with Tucker Grinlund. Here is Salazar, and boom, we're underway in the second half. Taken by one of the up men at the 30. Prowlers going to have good field position out to the 37-yard line. Boy, that was a line drive kick that was taken by the Prowlers, number 13, Lane Waldall. So the Prowlers will start the second half. 1st and 10 from their own 37. Again, Bridger Wilcox is the quarterback. Spencer Anderson in the backfield. Tucker Grinlund and Hall are wide out. There's a snap. Here's that fade pass down the left sideline. It's incomplete. Nothing called that time. That was intended. We saw that play in the first half on that attempted throw to Hall. But he had good coverage.
Yeah, it was the right positioning, like it will come. That could have been caught. It almost looked like he got slowed down. Maybe they were doing some
D'Souza in on the coverage for Pelican Rapids. And he'll bring up second down again from the 37-yard line. Prowlers, couple wideouts near his side. Now man in motion to the left. Actually got a couple guys in motion trying to get to where they're supposed to be. There's a snap, handoff. Spencer Anderson barely got back to line of scrimmage, and he's taken down by Hogrud. And they'll give him nothing on that. So the Prowlers now faced with a 3rd down and 10. Nice open field tackle against Spencer Anderson. When you're going to go one-on-one against Spencer, you're going to know it, but Hogrud got the tackle.
Yeah, great play. Yeah, I think busted through that first line of defense, got the linebacker group. You can make a miss. Great tackle.
Player down on the field, and that was Kelvin Norton. The player shaken up for the Vikings, but he's walking off the field under his own power. So the Prowlers faced with a 3rd and 10. Just underway here in the 3rd quarter of play. Pelican Rapids with a 22-14 lead. There's the snap. Fakes a handoff, pitches it out. Ball is loose. But I believe the Prowlers got back on top of it. Boy, that was dangerous. The pitch out by Wilcox was behind the runner to the left, and he got his hand on it, but it went down and it came loose.
Must have called it an incomplete pass since they moved it forward. Slightly forward pitch.
Prowlers got a break there. So the Prowlers will punt the ball away, 4th and 10. Wilcox standing at his own 34. There's the snap. Punt is away, and it's going to angle out of bounds and all the way down to about the 21-yard line. So that'll be a punt of near 42 yards from Bridger Wilcox. Of course, had that great bounce and the ball went out of play.
Before, so kicked it right at him, but perfect line to go out of bounds.
So here comes Pelican Rapids. They have scored on their last 3 possessions. All 22 points coming in that 2nd quarter of play. In fact, all points in the ball game. Coming in the 2nd, Larson will take the snap. It was low. He'll throw to his right. He's got his man. Oh, is dropped. I believe Iceman had his hands on it.
He had that one back. Great play. Pelican, though. He was open. He had him.
You think if he made that catch, we had one player back, Tucker Grinlin.
The defense is just a step or 2 behind him, so he's a nice looking athlete, quick. They're going to have to adjust to that here in the
2nd and 10 from their own 21. Larson from the shotgun, back to pass, rolls to his right, and that's going to be incomplete, intended along the far sideline by Torres.
Similar outlook there. So Spencer Anderson, 2 plays in a row, is kind of undercut. You know, maybe a quarterback with a lesser arm, you've got a chance at interception, but he's able to push it out there and get it on.
On the play, we did have a flag on the field, and that's going to be against the Prowlers. So the Prowlers with a defensive penalty. And look at this, it's a 15-yarder. That'll crush the Prowlers.
They're clapping, so I'm not sure what's going on here. It was the other way?
It'll be a personal foul, roughing the passer. And now we're going to go back the other way. We've got unsportsmanlike conduct against Pelican Rapids. So we're going to pretty much go exactly where we started from, because they'll move it back 15 yards. What's the meaning on that?
It must have been a dead ball personal foul on Pelican for some sort of issue. So Get a fresh set of downs here, though.
So still 1st and 10. Now for Pelican Rapids, back to pass to his right. And going downfield is Larson, and the ball is caught on the far side. Nice catch along the sidelines by Torres. And that'll be good for a Pelican Rapids first down.
Yeah. Got to get it moving off the spot, otherwise too easy to pick across the zone defense.
Lights are on here at Swenson Field. We're right at that twilight time. Larson takes a snap, hands it off to Hoggerud, twists and turns, gets out around the 35 where he's taken down by the Prowlers. And will bring up second down of about 8 as he picked up 2 yards on that carry. 10:35 in time running. Prowlers had a 3 and out. The Vikings on their first drive here in the second half. Larson will take the snap straight back to pass. He throws down the middle, and it was underthrown, and getting his hand on it was Iceman. Couple of Prowlers in on the coverage, and it's incomplete.
Prowler defense, likely in a punting position. They're going to throw it. Got to be in position here to knock it down.
So it'll bring up third down and 8. Ball is sitting at the Pelican Rapids 35.
Number 8.
Yeah. And they can catch that ball in stride. This might be one here. Here's a throw down the field through the middle. He's got his man. There's Torres. Torres, we talked about them getting open, and he makes a nice catch right across the middle. Tackled at the Prowler 32-yard line. 33 yards on that pass play. And Sean, you said it.
Times to see the Prowler safety adjust to their best players here.
From the shotgun, back to pass, throwing on the near side, and tackle this time is Iceman as he was taken down by the Prowlers. Caleb Merkins. So no gain on that pass play. Pelican Rapids, we knew coming into the game that they could pass the ball, and they've proved that here tonight. They'll come up to the football, 2nd and 10. Man in motion to the left, and somebody moved on that offensive line. So it'll be a legal procedure against Pelican Rapids. That'll move them back 5. So instead of 2nd and 10, it'll bring up 2nd and 15. Ball is sitting at the Prowlers 37. Pelican Rapids leading the Prowlers 22-14. Clock begins to run, 9:10. Time running. There's a snap. Larson will roll to his right, still rolling, throws it downfield, and it's intercepted. Intercepted on the far sideline. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Tucker Grindlin with the 70 yards.
I think he's got a cramp here.
And the Prowlers back within 2, and Tucker, when he got to the end zone, went down. But he caught that in stride. So Tucker Grindlin Gets the Prowlers back within 2 with that pick 6. 70 yards on the return. Now we just hope for the best for the Prowlers as he went down in the end zone.
Trying to stretch him out, so hopefully it's just a cramp. I was going to comment earlier, into week 3, you're not used to this heat. Hopefully the kids have been hydrating.
Well, we talked about this at the top of the show that it is warm out here. We had a lot of rain this morning. There's going to be a lot of humidity. It's tough to get, and you got to keep doing it to keep yourself stretched out and loose. And Tucker is down right now. So what we're going to do is we'll take a break. We have injury timeouts, and we'll be back. Prowlers trail Pelican Rapids 22-20, and we'll be back with more after this.
Hi, this is Beth Nelson, real estate lender at Northern State Bank. We are proud to be your hometown lender and are here to help you with a new home purchase, building your dream home, making improvements to your existing home, or purchasing a lake property. We offer a variety of home loan options, and our knowledgeable mortgage lending team will help you choose the financing that works best for you. Let our local lenders take the stress out of the home financing process. Stop in or call us at 681-4020 to get started. Northern State Bank of Thief River Falls, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Al for the Black Cat Sports Bar and Grill. If you're a fan of good food, then come see what we have to offer. Our burgers are hand patted daily using fresh, never frozen, top quality ground beef. With 17 different burger options on the menu, we're sure to find one to please. Don't forget about our fresh, crisp salads or our signature sandwiches either. It's a lineup that can't be beat. That's the Black Cat Sports Bar and Grill, Highway 32 South, Thief River Falls, next to the Grand State Hotel. And remember, we don't do it to be different, we do it to be better.
Well, Tucker Grinlund getting up on his own power, which is very nice to see. Gets a nice hand. As he has gotten the Prowlers within 2 and hopefully will be okay. Prowlers will go for 2. Back to pass is Wilcox, and Wilcox is going to try to get to the corner. Actually, that was Anderson, and he was tripped up short of the goal line. And the 2-point conversion will be no good. So with 8:48, yep, what's that? Yeah, I was going to say he just got tripped up shy of the goal line. 8:46 left of the third quarter. Our score is now Pelican Rapids 22 and the Prowlers 20. We'll be back with a Prowler kickoff right after this.
Hi, Ryan at Budget. Maytag and Budget will help you stand up to messes with a Maytag brand kitchen suite that's engineered to resist fingerprints so stainless keeps looking stainless. The easy to clean, fingerprint resistant stainless steel finish keeps your kitchen looking as good on the outside as it works on the inside. Delivery, installation, setup, and disposal of your old product and financing all available at Budget. Thief River Falls' oldest appliance dealer, downtown since 1980.
See store for full details and qualified models.
A 70-yard interception return by Tucker Grinlund. Prowlers get within 2. 2-point conversion was no good. Prowlers will kick the ball away. And it's kicked away by Fernandez, and it was caught on his knees, and down is Iceman on the far side of the field. So there will be no return. And Pelican Rapids will start from their own 23. So 1st and 10 from their own 23 is the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Ball on the far side of the field, wideouts left and right. Larson from the shotgun. Quick pass on the screen, near side. This is Iceman. Breaks a tackle, gets to the outside, and finally taken down, but he got some good yardage and enough and more for the first. Connor Bruson on the tackles. He knocked him out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
yeah, Prowlers will have contained there. I want to see them step up and make them turn that ball back in.
Clock stopped with him getting out of bounds. 4 wideouts. Single setback is Hogsrud. And here's a screen pass again, this time to the left side. And plowing forward again is Iceman just across midfield. Caleb Merkins made the stop, but not again. Not before he got the first down.
But did. So 2 times in a row, you can expect him to continue going to the well until you stop it here.
Iceman, along with Torres, have been the big guns and the targets of Grady Larson tonight. Iceman in motion, and he'll get the handoff, try to cut back inside, got the line of scrimmage, and the Prowlers played that nicely. He'll get back to midfield, but the Prowlers, Brody Arlt will get the tackle, and there was no gain on that sweep. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Ball is marked right at midfield. Clock continues to run. We're down to 7:35 left in our 3rd quarter. Pelican Rapids 22 and the Prowlers 20. Larson from the shotgun. That bounce picked up, and he'll take off and run about 2 yards. Now Larson, that one bounced before it got to him. It'll be a gain of 2 yards. And Pelican Rapids will be faced with a 3rd down and 8.
Again, see, he runs a post, so they ran when they needed this yard.
Torres is wide on the near side. Man in motion. Moving to left as Larson throws, and he's got his man making the catch, and getting right at the 1st down marker is Torres. And they say he got enough for a 1st down. Clutch play there by Larson with that throw on the run, and Torres with that catch along the sideline.
You'd like to see number 8 here if that's the game plan.
No on the near hash marks. Again, 1st down for the Vikings. Handoff will go to the big running back, Hogsrud, and Hogsrud fumbled the football. Prowlers say they've recovered it, but I believe it's going to stay with Pelican Rapids. Hogsrud has been the big runner for Pelican Rapids, will pick up 6 yards when the ball came loose. So it'll be 2nd down and 4. The ball is marked at the Prowler 34-yard line. Checking in late for the Prowlers, Tegan Severson. Wideouts left and right. Larson takes a snap. Here's that quick pitch to the right side, and getting some running room, and the 1st down will be going to Hovland. Hovland making the catch is, again, the snap to quarterback Larson, and he quickly just throws it to the right, and Hovland picked up the yardage for the 1st down. And we've got another injury timeout on the field. So with that timeout, we'll take one as well. 5:19 remains in the 3rd quarter. Man, we're going to stay right here. And who was that was limping off on the far side? Was that McLean Hovland was the injured Viking. But Pelican Rapids now with 13 1st downs. have the ball 1st and 10 inside the Prowler 30 at the 28. Double wide outs to the left. Man in motion to the left. Here's that swing pass. Caught by Iceman. Cuts back to the outside. He gets inside the 25, down inside the 20. And that's going to be close to another first down. It's going to be real close. Going to be short by about a foot. So 9 yards on that play for Pelican Rapids. Again, they just methodically move down the field. Clock continues to run. 4:50. Time running. 2nd and 1. Larson takes a snap, gives it out to Hogrud. Hogrud finds a big hole off the left side. And we'll pick up the first down and more inside the Prowler 15 down to the 13. Hogrud, he's a load to take down. 5'10", but 190 pounds. And he's just a junior. Rainey Larson. Again, that swing pass, and that was dropped. Now, that was a forward pass, or was that behind him? They're going to say it's incomplete pass. That was close. It was intended for Iceman, and he actually started to run with it before he had it in his hands.
One thing I like to see really shifting out defensive line. Must have been a strategy this whole game, trying to keep fresh bodies, which makes complete sense.
2nd down and 10 for Pelican Rapids. 4:13 left here in the 3rd quarter of play. There's a snap, handoff, Hogrud. Hogrud following his blockers, didn't get much there. Prowler stop, yeah, Prowlers with a nice stop. We're actually going to give him a loss on that carry. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 11.
Eight here, number 0 on that wheel route, touchdown, the first play.
Both players on the field right now for Pelican Rapids. To the left. To the right, Larson throws it. He's got his man coming across the field. Iceman, he goes in for the touchdown. Ethan Iceman will go in from 14 yards. Now the Prowlers have a big stand coming up here. Pelican Rapids up by 8 points. If they get the extra point, either a kick or a 2-pointer, of course, it's a 2-possession game.
Short on there. Need to stop here. Play the game.
Pelican Rapids will go for 2. Hogrud in the backfield. And we got a flag thrown, so now they might try their strategy as they've got to change. It'll be a legal procedure on Pelican Rapids. So that'll move them back 5 yards. It'll be back at the 8. And that makes a big difference. Apparently it didn't matter. They're going to go for it. 4 wideouts in the ball game. Isman back to throw. Is the quarterback intercepted in the end zone? Is Larson Wilcox, big defensive play for Thief River Falls as they stop the 2-point conversion.
Great play, Fisher Wilcox again. They
3:24 left in our third quarter, 28-20. Pelican Rapids over the Prowlers. We'll be back with a Viking kickoff right after this.
Do yourself a favor and go see Dr. Weiss at True North Chiropractic if you're having any back issues with your shoulder, your sciatic, or your hips. He is a miracle worker. I first saw him 3 years ago. I couldn't stand up straight. I couldn't lift my hands above my head. After just a few visits with him, he has completely straightened me out. I am living better than I have in the last 15 years.
Call us today at 218-689-5001 and take the first steps towards a pain-free lifestyle.
Welcome back as the Pelican Rapids Vikings score, but they do not get the attempted 2-point conversion. They lead at 28-20. And kicking the ball away will be Salazar, and they're going to have to go all the way back into the end zone and let it go. I know the Prowlers wanted to do that. It got by Ian Winter. And also back there deep for the Prowlers was Gress Ruby. Either way, the Prowlers, after the ball goes into the end zone, will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20. They've got 80 yards to go.
High school football hasn't transitioned like everybody else wanted to wait for it, so certainly good play with Pelican.
Prowlers will come out with wide outs left and right. Couple running backs in there, and they will fake the handoff, and keeping the ball will be Wilcox, and Wilcox barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And we've got another player down. And this is a player from, actually, I believe it's a player from, yeah, it's 2 players from Pelican Rapids. One has gotten up. We still got 1 player down on the field. So we'll take a timeout, injury timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Timeout brought to you by Earl's Market. 8th and Main, Thief River Falls. We're back after this.
Whatever your repair needs on the farm, on the job site, or in the shop, Northwest Power Systems in Thief River Falls can help. Starters, alternators, and other electrical needs. Hydraulic hoses, connectors, couplers, and fluids. They have it. Parts or repairs, cash or carry, or in-shop maintenance and service. Northwest Power Systems, minimizing your downtime. Northwest Power Systems, located across from the fire hall in Thief River Falls. Call 681-5282.
Injured player on the field is Edwin Escobar of the Pelican Rapids Vikings. And I think he might be okay. He's walking a little bit with a limp, but walking off in his own power. That's always a good thing to see.
Don't want to see anybody get injured, so he was able to walk off and come back into the game.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Prowlers. After the run by Wilcox, it didn't get anything. Prowlers trail it by 8, 28-20. There's a snap handoff to Anderson, and Anderson barely got back to line of scrimmage. Again, he's taken down by a Bricker Hogrud. And we'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
There's been a handful of plays for the Prowlers where one person away from busting a long run, so I'm not saying it'll happen now, but between now and the end of the game, they'll find one of those long runs.
Hogrud plays one of the linebacker positions on defense for Pelican Rapids and had an outstanding night.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
There's a snap, back to pass as Bridger throws it down the field. We got a flag thrown. I believe the ball was, trapped. It was incomplete. And we also got a flag on the Prowlers. It'll be holding against the Prowlers, so that probably will be declined. And that'll bring up 4th down. So not much on this drive for the Prowlers.
It was a great response to after that big stop on the 2-point, but you got to be careful here and smart with this play. Both punt returners are really better athletes on Pelican Rapids. You can't kick it to them and give them space here.
Back deep will be Iceman and Torres. Wilcox will punt it away from inside his 10. The snap was high, gets the kick away. It's a wobbly kick that'll go out of bounds in Prowler territory. And they're going to mark it out of bounds at the 43. So Pelican Rapids will start with excellent field position. Already up 28-20. 2:10 left in the 3rd quarter. We had no scoring in the 1st, and then both teams opened it up in the 2nd quarter. 22-14 was their score at halftime. And our only touchdown here in the 2nd half from Pelican Rapids. And they lead at 28-20. Larson from the shotgun takes the snap, and there was movement. That did not look smooth at all. Legal procedure against Pelican Rapids. So they'll mark off 5 yards. It'll bring it back to the 48. So it'll be 1st and 15. I think they probably have the same play set up for this 1st down play after the penalty. Empty backfield. Larson back to pass, rolls to his right, throws it downfield. There's a flag on the play, and the ball is intercepted down the field by the Prowlers. Against Pelican Rapids, the Prowlers will get the interception and take over. So the interception by Tucker Grenlin will stand, as there was a flag thrown in the backfield. It was holding against Pelican Rapids, and the Prowlers get the ball back 1st and 10 at their own 10.
I'll tell you what, Tucker Grendelin is a special athlete. Through 3 games, not even 3 full games now, he has 4 interceptions. He's showing a lot of guts out there tonight.
Here's a pitch out to the right side, cutting back in, and maybe picking up a yard or two. There was a couple yards on that run. I was trying to see who came up off the bottom of that pile. It wasn't Spencer. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Here's a throw down the left sideline, and the ball is incomplete, in and out of the hands of Hall. Great breakup on the far side there by Souza. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 8. Boy, that was thrown well by Wilcox to Hall, but it was even a better defensive play from D'Souza.
Yeah, the throw was right where he wanted to be. Great defensive play.
3rd and 8. Here's a fake on the handoff. Wilcox will keep it himself. Cuts back to the inside. Finds some running room out near the 20. I believe he's got the 1st down. What a running play by Bridger Wilcox. And that'll be enough for a 1st down. So on a 3rd down and 10, Bridger Wilcox on the option play. Avoids a couple of tackles. gets 11, and the Prowlers are the first down, their 10th of the ball game.
You know, Lee, that's just a great athlete making a great play. Could have given up on that. Jesus.
Prowlers again from the shotgun. There's the snap. Hand off to Anderson. Anderson breaks a tackle, breaks another, gets out near the 30-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 1.
Prowlers continuing to find that seam. I think they're going to find one. They're just going to keep running the ball.
Prowlers at their own 30. They need to get to the 31. 2nd down and 1. And that's going to run down our clock. And we'll see the Prowlers get the play away. They do. And the pitch out to the left side, that did not work at all.
No, you'd like him to take the corner there and take a break.
That's a loss of about 3-4 yards on that option play. So the Prowlers will be faced with a 3rd down and 5 when we come back to begin the 4th quarter. Our score after 3, Pelican Rapids 28 and the Thief River Falls Prowlers 20. Back with quarter number 4 right after this.
More than you see the storm, and you still react. The service you trust, with great fit and comfort, always a must. For every occasion and all that you do, we wrap you in stylish clothes, accessories and shoes. More than your average shoe store, Lord is shoes.
Back here at Swenson Field, we go to the 4th. Lee Jenricks along with Sean Soderberg. And Sean, we see a very exciting football game here this evening.
Yeah, you know, I think both teams are fairly balanced. Score as well. 4th quarter will bring some excitement.
So the Prowlers come into the 4th quarter now right to left as you listen on your radio. They're faced with a 3rd down and 5. Wide out to the right will be Hudson Browse. Couple wide outs left. There's a snap. Bridger back to pass, throws it downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. That was just a straight out run down the field. Intended for Ian Winter, but it was overthrown, incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down. We'll have to see. I believe the Prowlers will punt the ball away. They don't want to give Pelican Rapids deep offensive possession. And they actually should get some pretty good. The Prowlers will punt the ball away. It looked like Pelican Rapids was looking for the play. Iceman is the man back deep at his own 42. Punt will be away along the near sideline. It'll go to bounds. And they'll mark it right at the 41-yard line. So a good punt by Wilcox, 33 yards. Pelican Rapids will take over 1st and 10 at their own 41.
Smart play by the Prowlers punter. You don't want to change momentum on a punt return and shift the entire game.
2nd and 4th we've gone here tonight. Prowlers have never led. But we've been tied 3 times right now. Pelican Rapids back with a lead at 28-20.
Interesting how Pelican handles this quarter. Up 8 points. They continue to throw it, run the ball to try and run clock, or
Torres wide right, Iceman wide left, man in motion to the left, and they'll pitch it out over to Sousa. Sousa breaks a tackle, breaks another one along the sidelines at 20, and finally knocked down on the far side at about the 18. That's just that swing pass on the left side. Sousa was in motion, De Sousa. picks up 41 yards on that play, and that's a tough one for the Prowlers.
It sure is. You know, I think you go back to that offensive possession. You need to hold the ball, get some first downs. A lot of these guys on defense are playing both ways, it's starting to show a little bit.
So Pelican Rapids now deep in Prowler territory. They have a 1st and 10 at the Prowler 18. Here's a handoff right side, breaking a tackle, breaking another, all the way inside the 5-yard line, down to about the 4, and there's Bricker Hogrud. And Hogrud all the way down to the 2. 17 yards on the run by Hogrud. And now they've got a 1st and goal of the Prowler 2. Excellent run by Hogrud, but again, the Prowlers, they're tired.
They sure are. Yeah, I think this tackle's there. He runs hard. He runs low to the ground, so he does his job quite well. The Prowlers need to make that tackle.
Wouldn't be surprised they go right back to him. Shotgun Larson. The snap, the handoff, Hogrud pushing forward, and he did not get in. He's short, just short of the goal line. They'll give him a yard. It'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 1. Hogrud with a touchdown already tonight. He'll stay in, and he'll be in the backfield. 10-20 here in the 4th. Pelican Rapids trying to make this a 2-possession game. There's a snap. Hogrud again, and he'll plow into the end zone, I believe.
Got him short.
They got him before he got into the end zone. So he's going to be short again.
He dropped to a knee before he lunged forward.
So now it'll be 3rd down and goal. Prowlers trying to keep Pelican Rapids out of the end zone.
Quarterback does have a rushing touchdown. Watch him pull it over the running back's belly and keep it.
Larson, and now Pelican Rapids will take time out. So timeout, they signal timeout Pelican Rapids. But apparently it's against the Prowlers. The timeout. There you go. Timeout by the Vikings. 9:30 left in our 4th quarter. Sean, we'll keep it here. What do the Prowlers, of course, we say, on defense, they've gotten tired here, but they've held on a couple of big running plays from Hogrud.
Yeah, I think you got to be prepared for that timeout, something unique here. Maybe you go back to that run on 4th down. Robert, like you said, you can't stop him that many times. So prepared for a little trickery, maybe something on the edge here if I was calling the plays.
So Pelican Rapids will come out of their timeout. Timeout's brought to you by Earl's Market on 8th and Main, Thief River Falls. Prowlers need a big defensive stand. 3rd and goal from the 1. Larson takes the snap. He's going to run forward and into the end zone. Touchdown. So Larson will get the 1-yard run on the quarterback keeper. That'll be his 2nd touchdown of the night. More importantly, it's a 2-possession game.
Yeah, tough situation there for the Prowlers. Offense maybe hasn't shown enough firepower, but this next drive will be critical.
Made our score 34-20. And Pelican Rapids will come up to the football and they'll go for 2. Hogrud, the single setback. There's a snap. They'll give it to Hogrud, but the whistle will blow. We had a legal procedure against the Vikings, so the Prowlers will benefit from that. Prowlers will make a defensive change. Yeah. So they move it 5 yards back, so it'll be at the 8-yard line. We'll have to see. I would expect Larson's going to either keep the ball or pass to the end zone. Back to pass. Throws to the end zone and double teamed, incomplete. Nice defensive play by Grinland. The ball was intended for Iceman. Yep. That's going to be against the Prowlers. It's going to be roughing the quarterback. So they'll move it back 5 yards. So Pelican Rapids will try again. It'll be a 2-point conversion attempt. Look at this. Quad set to the left, single wide out to the right. Larson back to pass, throws, and it is caught. And another flag on the play. If this is against the Prowlers, no, it's a holding call against Pelican Rapids. So that'll nullify the catch for the 2-point conversion. And now they'll mark this one off. And it will be, I believe it's at the 14, isn't it? So a 2-point conversion here. And they'll go for 2 from the 14. Larson has time, throws downfield, and that is intercepted by the Prowlers. Bridger Wilcox in the end zone. And the 2-point conversion is no good. 9:24 left in our fourth. Our score now, Pelican Rapids 34 and the Prowlers 20. Back with the Viking kickoff right after this.
517 Diner in Thief River Falls, the newest, most trendy diner in town. Come for the classic breakfast or lunch items. Find something on their drink menu, too. Run through the drive-thru or sit back in the cozy lobby. At 517 Diner, you can choose from creamy milk tea, energizing coffee, hydrating hydrolyte, or fruity smoothie. Try flavors like Thai, coconut, mango, pineapple, honeydew, or papaya, or crystal bubble lineup. Featuring lychee, taro, rainbow, brown sugar, and cherry blossom. Stop in today. 517 Diner, located in the old Dairy Queen location, Highway 32, Thief River Falls.
Well, Pelican Rapids getting a big touchdown. They're now up by 2 possessions over the Prowlers. As it'll be kicked away by Salazar. Taken on the far side by the Prowlers and getting out past the 25 to about the 29-yard line. On the return, the Prowlers will take over 1st and 10.
Point the clock works against you. Have to find some success here on this drive.
That return was sophomore. Was it Grass Ruby on the return?
That was Noah Jacobson, I believe.
Okay.
Number 3. Ian Jacobson.
Ian Jacobson. Yeah, there you go. 1st and 10 for the Prowlers. There's a snap. Wilcox on the run, throws it downfield, and he overthrew his intended receiver at midfield. Intended there for number 28, that's Jackson Vandestreet. Getting some action here. So after the incomplete pass, it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. First time I've seen Jackson Vandestreet getting some varsity time. He's just a sophomore. Second down and 10 for the Prowlers. Wilcox takes the snap, hands it off. Here's Anderson straight ahead. Just short of the 30-yard line. He'll pick up a yard. They'll bring up third down and 9. I would expect the Prowlers want to keep going to the air.
I agree.
They're down by 2 scores.
I think they're just going to have to continue to pass here. Move the sticks.
And this one got messed up right away. This is going to be against the Prowlers. So instead of third down and 9, it'll become third down and 14. Down to 8:37 left here in the fourth. Prowlers trail at 34-20. Pelican Rapids has never trailed in the ball game. We've been tied 3 times. Prowlers looking to keep the drive alive. There's a snap, back to pass. Wilcox right down the middle of on the right side, and it's incomplete. Tucker Grindlin, the intended receiver. And the coverage on the far side. Into the game there is number 19, Carter Johnson. So the Prowlers will have to punt the ball away. And again, Pelican Rapids should have some good field position. Wilcox back to punt on it's snapped over his head into the end zone. He can still kick the ball. He picked it up in the end zone.
Coaching moment there. Should have known he can still pick it up and kick it.
Now, Bringer went back and took a knee in the end zone, so that should be a safety. And also the Prowlers will have to kick the ball away. So credit Pelican Rapids with the safety. And they'll also get the football here on the kick. Here's where. Yeah. Think about this, the Prowlers will have to kick it all the way back from their own 20-yard line. Edgar Velasquez Fernandez will kick this one away with our score now 36-20. There's a kick taken on a line drive at the 40 midfield, 45 and down to the 40-yard line. On the far side of the field on the return. D'Souza with the return. It'll be 1st and 10 for Pelican Rapids at the Prowler 41-yard line.
See what the strategy is here, Lee. If they're going to try to just run the clock with the 2-score lead, or they stay in the air.
As they come up to the football, they'll stay in the shotgun. Larson, high snap. He'll take it himself right up the middle. Twists and turns, broke one tackle. Will get inside the 36 down to about the 35. We'll see where they mark them. They'll mark them back at about the 37. Pick up of 4 yards. He'll bring up second down and 6. Clock is now the enemy of the Prowlers. As the clock will continue to run. Long count here. Now man in motion to the right. There's a snap. Hogrud will get the carry. On the left side, breaks a tackle, breaks another one inside the 20, inside the 10 on the far sideline, inside the 5. Excellent run on the far side by Hogrud. And he is approaching 100 yards on the night. 32 yards on that carry. And it'll be first and goal from the Prowler 5. With 6:40 in time running here in the 4th. Prowlers trail Pelican Rapids 36-20. Again, Prowlers back on the road next week, as they'll be up in Roseau. There's a snap, handoff up the middle. Again, Hogrud just plowing through. And it'll be down at the 3. Call it the 4. So a short gain. And you can see that they're using all as much clock as they can. By the time we get this ball snap, there'll be 5:40 in time running. The snap. Here's Hogrud into the end zone, touchdown. So Hogrud will get the touchdown, his second of the night. And then it'll make it 42-20. What was a close game going into the 4th quarter. Pelican Rapids has opened things up here in the 4th. And they'll attempt the kick here on the extra point. Jimmy Salazar is on to attempt the extra point. Hovland is the holder. There's a snap. The kick is up, and it is no good. So our score with 5:40 left in the 4th quarter. Pelican Rapids 42 and the Prowlers 20. We'll be back with a Viking kickoff right after this.
You voted and we're honored. Garden Valley Technologies was named Best of the Northwest in 4 categories: Best Place to Work Large Business, Best Internet Service Provider, Best Satellite or Cable Provider, and Best Electronics Store. Thank you for your trust and support. We're proud to serve our community and committed to keeping you connected. From all of us at GVT, thank you.
Is your money working for you? Do you know what interest rate you are earning on your savings? Border Bank is offering highly competitive CD rates for both 7-month CDs and their 12-month option CD. Don't let your money just sit there. Safely tuck away your hard-earned money at Border Bank in one of the high-yield CDs and watch your money grow. Call or stop in and visit with any of the officers regarding these limited-time special rates. Border Bank, your home for great CD rates. Member FDIC.
Salazar with the kick. Prowlers pick it up on the return. We get a flag. Throw it along the near side of the field. And we got some extracurricular activity on the far side as well. Ball will come out to the 36, but we'll have to see what that flag was for. And it's going to be on the Prowlers. And it's going to be holding. Prowlers have been hurt by penalties tonight. That's their 8th penalty. They have had 2 of them of the big variety. And he'll back them up. Prowlers trailing by 22. 5:30 left in the 4th. There's a snap. I believe we've got a new quarterback in there. We do. The new quarterback is Lane Waldall. He hands it off. And that'll be a pickup of about 3 yards.
Experience from the second group here.
Lane, a sophomore. Prowler's getting some of their sophomores, younger players in the ball game. Waldall gets the play from the sideline. Out wide to the near side will be a Jackson Vandestreek. There's a snap. And it's going to be an option play. He'll pitch it out to the left and gang tackled at about the 30-yard line. In on the carry for the Prowlers, Gress Ruby. You said Ian's number 4, right?
I think they switched.
Is that what they did?
Grass is 4, Ian's 3.
Okay. So that actually was Ian Jacobson with a run. 3rd and 5 for the Prowlers. Ruby takes the snap, throws to his right, and it's caught along the far side, 40-45, right at midfield. Nice catch there by Ian Jacobson. And the Prowlers will get a first down. Brings the ball out to the 48-yard line. 19 yards on that pass completion. Clock continues to run. 3:30 left. And something drastic happens. Pelican Rapids will get their first win of the season. There's a high snap. Now Waldall fumbled the football, and Pelican Rapids will pick it up, I believe. Or did the Prowlers actually get back? Nope. That was all Vikings down there, wasn't it? Number 59 picked up the ball for Pelican Rapids. We don't have a 59. So the Vikings will take over 1st and 10 from the Prowler 35. Wanted to see if Trey Dawkin, the backup quarterback, will check into the game. And again, Prowlers have pretty much their second and sophomore team out there. New quarterback for the Vikings, and it's Trey Dawkin that fumbled that snap. That was a bad snap anyway. Loss of 10 yards. So now the ball back at the Prowler 45. Prowlers back in action next Friday night at Roseau. And Pelican Rapids will be back home as they will host Park Rapids. Wideouts left and right. Dawkin from the shotgun. There's the snap. Dawkin will roll to his right, throws it downfield. Oh, it's in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Zane Pint. That should have been caught. but they're, of course, sophomores, freshmen. They got to learn.
Yeah. First opportunity maybe for some of them, right? With bright lights. So they'll settle in.
2:36 left in this one. Pelican Rapids will go to 1-2, and the Prowlers will still be looking for their first win of the season. There's a snap. Dawkin back to pass. Looking, still looking. Now having to roll to his right. Throws it down the middle of the field, and it's incomplete. Intended for Wesley Gotel. Yeah, passes are there. He's throwing on the run. Yoder Aiden will check in for the Prowlers. Also in for the Prowlers, number 41. I think we have him on the latest program. Chris Young in there for the Prowlers. Pelican Rapids punts it away. It'll come back to Thief River Falls with just 2:18 left. Vikings led at halftime, 22-14. Prowlers made it 22-20 on an interception. Came up short on the 2-point conversion. And ever since then, Pelican Rapids has taken over. Prowlers out on offense. Waldall takes a snap, hands it off right side, and after a very short gain, it'll be a pickup of about a couple yards. Landon Larson will get the carry for the Prowlers. Now, Landon just coming off an injury. And he played defense tonight for the Prowlers, now got in on an offensive play. I wouldn't doubt before the season's over we see him in a more full-time position in the offense.
Yeah, absolutely. The expectation was he was a featured part of the backfield for Varsity. So that'll certainly occur here in time once he's healthy.
Waldall throws in the flats on the right side. It'll be caught to Caleb Mauk. And the Prowlers will have enough to pick up a first down. Prowlers picking up their 14th first down of the ball game. Oh, we had a beautiful night for football. Oh, even early we had bugs. I don't see any. I better not talk too soon. There's a snap, faking the handoff. Here's a throw downfield, and the ball is incomplete. Intended at the Pelican Rapids 45. Intended receiver was Jackson Vandestreek. In on the coverage was both Brenner Fredrickson and Zane Pint. Down to $1:18 left. Prowler 2nd and 10. Good luck to the Prowler volleyball team as they're in action tomorrow, as they will participate in the Holly tournament. Here's a play coming up on the left side, right to 40-yard line, out to the 42. There's Ian Jacobson. This backup team has provided some offense for the Prowlers. 1 minute exactly left. Next action for us will be next Monday, a big Section 8 AA volleyball match at the Brick House. Prowlers hosting East Grand Forks on the pitch out across midfield and getting down to the 46 was Jacobson, but there are a couple of flags thrown in the backfield. So the play will be nullified. Clock will stop with 41 ticks left. We'd like to thank all that joined us on our video tonight on YouTube. Again, our video of all Prowler home games is brought to you by the Thief River Falls Touchdown Club. Sean, you're a member of the Touchdown Club. What if I want to join the Touchdown Club besides you? How do I join?
For Bergstrom Electric, certainly reach out to one of us. Reach out to Coach Reynolds if that's the easiest for you.
Hot by Vandestrake makes a move inside the 45 down to the 43. So a first down is Vandestrake down the near sidelines. We might get one more play away. This will be the last play of the game. Waldall takes the snap. He'll roll. It'll be a quarterback keeper to the right side trying to get out of bounds. And did he get out? Was there a flag thrown on the play?
Yeah,
there was.
Legal shift.
It's going to be a legal shift on the Prowlers. They'll nullify that, and that'll end our ball game. There is 1.1 seconds left. All they have to do is put the ball down. And officially, illegal motion against the Prowlers brings them back to the 48. They blow their whistle. And that's it. Final score here tonight from Swenson Field. The Pelican Rapids Vikings 42 and the Thief River Falls Prowlers 20. We're back with our post-game show right after this.
Northern Ag, with offices in Thief River Falls, Roseau, and Greenbush, is proud to support our hometown teams and student athletes. Just as we cheer for your success, we're also here to protect the success of your farming operation. Specializing in crop insurance, livestock risk protection, and full-service brokerage for grain sales and marketing strategies. Visit northernag.com or stop by one of our offices in Thief River Falls, Roseau, or Greenbush. Northern Ag, protecting your farm from the unexpected. It's what we do.
Hi, I'm Jordan Kostic, broker at USA Realty.
And I'm Kermit Jenricks, associate broker at USA Realty.
With rates dropping, now is a great time to buy a home. There is less buyer competition and plenty of homes available for sale.
Let us save you time and stress, help you make the process of buying or selling a home as smooth as possible.
At USA Realty, we're a team of knowledgeable agents that are dedicated to our clients' needs and goals.
Call us at 681-HOME, that's 681-4663, or visit us on Facebook or online at usarealty-mn.com.
Back here at Swenson Field, the Pelican Rapids defeat the Thief River Falls Prowlers in high school football this evening by a score of 42-20. Pelican Rapids with the win, ups the record now to 1-2. The Prowlers drop to 0-3, and we're going to do a quick post game, and we'll name our player of the game, and we'll let you go for the weekend. After a scoreless first quarter, the Pelican Rapids Vikings would get on the board first. With 10:01 left in the second quarter, Grady Larson would throw an 11-yard pass to Ethan Eisman, and that would get Pelican Rapids on the board. They'd try for the extra point. The kick was up no good, and Pelican Rapids led it by a score of 6-0. Prowlers came right back with some offense. It would be capped off by Bridger Wilcox with a 29-yard touchdown run. That coming with 7:24 left. Prowlers would tie it up 6-6. Their extra point attempt on the kick was no good. And the Prowlers then would kick off back over to Pelican Rapids early in the second quarter. And even the first, Prowlers played Pelican Rapids pretty even. And we see some scoring in the second quarter. And the Prowlers had some offense.
Take 20 points. Probably above moral victory, trying to win the game. But I think growing on the season, growing into some of their roles with some new players, some silver linings tonight.
All right, 3:56 left in the first half. It would be Bercher Hogrud. Bricker Hogrud would pick up his first of 2 touchdowns of the night. This would be from 3 yards out. And Hogrud would have the 2-point conversion. And that would make it 14-6 with just 4 minutes to go. But the Prowlers weren't done. Prowlers got the ball at midfield, and then Bridger Wilcox would go in for his second touchdown of the quarter. This one from 45 yards out. Excellent run by Wilcox. Again, scoring 2 touchdowns tonight. He looked a lot smoother at quarterback this evening than in the first 2 games.
He sure did. I think settling into his role. I think using his feet was maybe a surprise tonight, and I think it really worked and kind of opened up the offense.
All right, Prowlers would attempt the 2-point conversion. Wilcox would throw it to Grindlin for the 2 points. And again, we were tied at 14-14. Pelican Rapids would take a 20-14 lead on Grady Larson, the quarterback, 7-yard run. Larson would then throw to D'Souza for 3 yards on the 2-point conversion. And that would make our halftime score Pelican Rapids 22 and the Prowlers 14. At that time, Prowlers trailed by 8 points. They were to get the second half kickoff. A lot of hope for the Prowlers and hoping some good things would happen in that third quarter.
Yeah, I think a situation you want to be in. You go into halftime and scheme up some changes and look for some success.
Well, the Prowlers would get a big play, this being a 70-yard interception return from Tucker Grindlin for a touchdown. Tucker was actually injured when he got into the end zone. I don't know if he just pulled something. We saw him on the sidelines. I don't think he came back into the game, did he?
He did
late.
It took a while. It certainly looked like it was a cramp. It looked like he was getting some fluids with the trainer.
Right, but Tucker Grindlin with a 70-yard interception return. Prowlers back within 2. They'd go for 2, and they would not get it. Prowlers continued to trail 22-20. Grady Larson then in the third quarter with 3:24 left would pass to Ethan Iceman for 10 yards. The 2-point conversion was no good. And at that time, the Prowlers remained in it in a 1-possession game. And a big 2-point conversion was no good. That kept them at 28-20.
Where you're at halftime, where you are through that third quarter, I think you're in striking distance and certainly have expectations. Give yourself a chance at the end.
All right, we go to the fourth quarter. 9:24. Grady Larson would go in for his second touchdown of the night. This one from 2 yards out. The extra point was no good, and that would make it 34-20. It was now a 2-possession game for Pelican Rapids. Prowlers will get the ball back, and then at 8:10 in the fourth quarter, with the Prowlers attempting to punt, the snap was thrown over Bridger Wilcox's head. He went into the end zone, knelt down. As a result, it was a safety.
I think in hindsight, smart play. Get the 2 points. Didn't put your team in a situation where you get the touchdown.
All right, the Prowlers at that time, after the safety, was 36-20. Our final scoring would come from their big running back, Bricker Hogrud. Bricker would pick up his second touchdown of the night. This would be from 4 yards out. Again, the extra point. They try to kick it again. That no good, and that made our final score 42-20 in favor of Pelican Rapids. The Prowlers played well at times, but the Prowlers still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, I think you're looking liked about tonight's performance. I think that game that they're in at the end.
All right, with the win, Pelican Rapids up the record now to 1-2. They'll be back home next Friday night, as they will host Park Rapids. The Prowlers go back on the road. Coming up next Friday night, it'll be a 7 o'clock affair in Roseau. And of course, we'll have it for you on Thief River Falls Radio Sports. That's a recap of our scoring. We'll take another break, and we'll be back to name our player of the game in your final score in football action from Swenson Field tonight. Pelican Rapids 42 and the Thief River Falls Prowlers 20. Back to wrap things up after this.
Tired of the same old dinner? The Hive Bar and Grill uses only the freshest ingredients to create bold, unforgettable flavors you can't find anywhere else. Open Monday through Saturday at 11 with delicious appetizers, entrees, baskets, and more. Your table is waiting for you. Order online at thehivetrf.com and check out their Facebook page. And if you're in need of some catering for a company function or special event, they can do that too. The Hive Bar and Grill, Highway 59 South, Thief River Falls.
Hi, this is Jonathan with Bergstrom Electric in Thief River Falls. Not only do I work for Bergstrom Electric, I am an owner, along with our team of skilled electricians and personnel. We are proud to be an employee-owned company. We've got you covered with Briggs & Stratton standby generators because we believe in keeping your lights on no matter what. At Bergstrom Electric, we're not just here to wire your homes and businesses. We're invested in the community as proud sponsor of local athletics. So give us a call at Bergstrom Electric, 218-681-7422 for any of your electrical needs.
At Northern Motors in Thief River Falls, their trained body technicians can take care of all of your car and truck needs, from fender benders to gear hits, and all of your truck and car accessories such as running boards and car starters. And Northern Motors will work with both you and your insurance company to make sure that your vehicle is properly repaired and in a timely manner. Stop in today or call for a free estimate at 59 and 1 West or 681-4820. That's Northern Motors in Thief River Falls.
Yep. All right, welcome back, and it's time now to name our player of the game. Player of the game is brought to you by your good friends at the Black Cat Sports Bar and Grill and the Rehab Authority. Both of Thief River Falls will be back to name that player of the game right after this from the Rehab Authority in Thief River Falls.
Time for our player of the game, presented by Rehab Authority Physical Therapy, leaders in rehab of musculoskeletal pain and post-surgical care in Northwest Minnesota. Get back to life with Rehab Authority, and congrats to our player of the game.
All right, to name our player of the game, and we're going to go with the quarterback for the Pelican Rapids Vikings, and that is Grady Larson. Grady ran for a couple of touchdowns. He threw for a couple of touchdowns, and wow, what an arm he's got. He's only a junior.
Defenses and impressive arm on him. He'll be a good player as time progresses on.
Well, congratulations going out to Grady Larson, the junior quarterback for the Pelican Rapids Vikings, as he is our Black Cat Sports Bar and Grill and Rehab Authority player of the game. We'll take a final timeout and back to wrap things up and say goodbye for the weekend right after this.
Hi, this is Al from the Black Cat Sports Bar and Grill. If you're a fan of good food, then come see what we have to offer. Our burgers are hand-patted daily using fresh, never frozen, top-quality ground beef. With 17 different burger options on the menu, we're sure to find one to please. Don't forget about our fresh, crisp salads or our signature sandwiches either. It's a lineup that can't be beat. That's the Black Cat Sports Bar and Grill, Highway 32 South, Thief River Falls, next to the Grand State Hotel. And remember, we don't do it to be different. We do it to be better.
All right, as we wrap things up here tonight, Sean, I'd like to thank you for joining me here on the radio broadcast and also our video, which is brought to you by the Thief River Falls Touchdown Club. Of course, if you'd like to join the Touchdown Club, you know where to get a hold of them.
Reach out to any of us, Sean Sorterberg, Josh Jensen, some folks in the community. Or if you're most familiar with Kurt Reynolds, the head coach.
Yeah.
Love to have you participate and try and help Prowler football.
The Prowlers may not have as many wins as we would like to, but the support is there.
touchdown clips and things beyond the school itself. I think the importance here, you saw it in the crowd tonight. Terrific crowd. Saw all the participants in flag football. There's a lot of things to be excited about.
All right, that'll wrap things up for tonight. I wanted to give you another score update before we left you, but I cannot find anything that's going to give me any update of scores. We did have one afternoon game in a 9-man football from this afternoon, so I can give that score as that was a 6-0 win as Stephen Argyle defeated Goodrich Gregla. And if I can get one more, I love the internet, but sometimes when it doesn't work and you expect it to, then nothing seems to go right. But again, we've had a game here. We have a game elsewhere in 9-man football now after 3 quarters of play. Kittson County Central leads Badger Greenbush Middle River by a score of 27-14. Time EGF East Grand Forks led Park Rapids 12-10, and after 1 quarter of play, Fergus Falls led Becker by a score of 7-0. I also gave you that final score in football from this afternoon. Stephen Argyle defeated Goodrich Gregla by a score of 6-0. Sean, I think this is the only trip that you'll have up here in the broadcast booth this year, unless you join me on another broadcast, maybe in the playoffs or on the road.
Yeah, happy to be here, Lee. Appreciate the opportunity. It's always fun to back to Prowler football any way I can, and it's been a great night.
All right, everybody, get out to the gym in Thief River Falls at Lincoln High School on Monday night. Prowler volleyball team with a big matchup against East Grand Forks. 7:30 game time. Can't make it. We'll have it for you here on Thief River Falls Radio Sports. My thanks goes out to all our very fine sponsors. Without you, our games on Thief River Falls Radio could not be possible. Also like to thank the Thief River Falls Prowler Touchdown Club as they bring you our video of the game tonight. They do a lot for Prowler football. Your engineers tonight have been Mr. Mike Gilbertson and Mr. Terry Olson. Again, your final score from Swenson Field High School football on a Friday night. It was Pelican Rapids 42 and the Thief River Falls Prowlers 20. For Thief River Falls Radio Sports and for Sean Sorterberg, I'm Lee Jenricks. Everybody.